Righty-o. Then I should now hopefully be live, and we are here with episode 9. Now, if you had told me when I started the series we were going to be on episode 9, I wouldn't have believed you. But you know what? I've been having so much fun that, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that we're on episode 9. Now that we're doing this series, it doesn't surprise me. But beforehand, I would have called you out on it and been like, I don't think we'd be in episode 9. Anyways, welcome, what it do. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. To recap from last episode, we went ahead and did Railjack, Rising Tides quest. So we've got the access to the Railjack now. We've covered all of that. And we also went ahead and did the War Within quest, going to get Operator 2.0, if you will. So that's currently what we now have. So let's go ahead and log in today and go have a little look about what we did off stream in between episodes and what we can now go ahead and do for today's episode and what we're trying to go ahead and focus on. So let's go ahead and pull up the notepads, the trustworthy notepad. As you can see, sometimes it fills up, it collapses, fills up, collapses. So I've got a couple of topics. So I'm going to split this a little bit better now. So we've got the long-term goals up here, which are things that I want to be working on even off episodes. So things like the Archwing launcher segment, the Atrati rank freestanding, the quills, we've been introduced to all of this. Topics that we're going to go ahead and just discuss. Sometimes it might have to be discussed during an episode, but whatever to do. This is mostly obviously to do and then obviously off episode and stream. So let's talk about what I did. So I went ahead and completed the Uranus and Neptune junctions, planets as well. So remember, your goal is to complete all of the planets. All right, it is going to be important, and yes, sometimes it will feel a little bit repetitive and you can feel a little bit burned out. So take your time doing it. Like, nobody wants to go and do mobile defense multiple times on multiple planets. I get that, but you know, it is going to go ahead and pay off on a greater good. So try and knuckle down and get it done and try and just have some fun with it. Okay. So we completed these. Great. Now I did go and do sorties, and I talked about sorties ever so briefly in yesterday's unlock. As soon as we completed the War Within, it hit us with so many different things that we got introduced to Rivens, sorties, we got introduced to the Old Bloods update with Kuva Liches and Lich Lavalins, which I haven't even still been able to show you guys because you're not ready for it right now. You're just not. And I need to try and get you guys ready, but it's going to take a little while, so bear with me. And so on, so forth. But sorties, basically, what I wanted to go and say is that, so we did the sortie off stream and off episodes, but so as you can see that I got 6,000 Kuva. That was my rewards. I didn't go ahead and talk about it too much. Now sorties are going to be really, really tough once you've just unlocked them. Like, you're gonna be like MR5, whatever MR rank you are. Pardon me. Whatever rank you are, don't be afraid to queue these up and get carried. I know it's going to be like, it's not going to feel great, especially if you're someone who's competitive or you've got an ego, like, and it's okay, don't worry, so have I, like, but put your pride, leave your pride at the door, put your pride to one side, and just realize that it's still worth getting these done at any time you can. You can do these daily, so try and now make sure that this is part of your daily things to do. What I would technically want from here is the first 2 common rewards you can somewhat ignore, but the sculpture's really good. Now Rivens, again, we've briefly spoke about it, and I can't really show you until I can get a Riven that I can actually like dive into, but because I'm such low mastery rank, it's going to take a while before I can actually do anything with Rivens. Rivens scale all the way up to MR16, so I'm going to need to try and get lucky by getting more Rivens around my mastery rank, which if I can try and get to like MR8 to MR10, then I might be able to go ahead and do something with some Rivens. So we will go and get to it, but I can try and show you a Riven in a second anyways, but you don't really need the Rivens right now. The Iota sculpture you definitely want because you can fill it and then sell it for endo. 3-day boosters are going to be fine. If you get them, try and, you know, if it's affinity, try and level up. If it's credits, go do some credit farming. If it's resource boosters, go do some farmings, like survival, stuff like that. 4,000 endo is really good for us as a new player. We definitely want that. 6,000 Kuva right now doesn't mean that much to us. As a new player, this is like probably the worst reward I think we can get as a new player right now. That's not the one that we want, okay? That's definitely not the one that we want. But regardless, we've got it. Kuva is going to be used for Rivens. It's also used for other recipes and other things later, but for now, we're going to need it for Rivens. So it's cool that I've got it, but I can't do anything with my Riven just yet. I don't think I can. Anyways, Down here, the Exilus Adapter Former. This is going to be nice because you can put this on different Warframes and unlock the Exilus slot, which is right next to the Aura slot. So it's the one to the right. Orokin Catalyst. Remember, Catalysts go on your weapons. Reactors go on your Warframes. And then Legendary Cores are also fine as well, because when we slowly start getting Prime mods from Barakatir, these Legendary Cores will go ahead and just fill in those Prime mods, and you don't have to spend any credits or any endo. Fantastic, all right? But what I also wanted to go and talk about is, yes, go do them, go queue up, try and go and get them done. But I forgot to go and talk about this, conditions as well. So they do also have affixes. So these ones, I have to use a secondary weapon only. Now, you can still equip like all your weapons with you, but when you click on the mission, it will only use your secondary. So make sure you've got a strong secondary. But like I said, if you're a newer player, don't be afraid. Just put yourself on public, click on it, and go do it. It's 3 missions, basically not so much in a row. You'll do this mission, you'll come back to your ship, you do that mission, you come back out to your ship, you do that mission. So you can do it whenever you want to go and do it, but try and get it done daily, okay? So and just pay attention to these conditions, as you can go ahead and see there. Enemy physical enhancement. If you can't, because it doesn't really tell you here what enemy and physical enhancement is. I don't think it does, unless I click on it. Oh no, don't put me in a squad, god damn it. Let me back out. But enemy physical enhancement, hopefully you can kind of assume what that is. They're going to be a little bit more resistant to like physical related kind of impact towards them. So yeah, I don't need to do this. I'm going to go and leave. I didn't mean to join that. Whoops. But yeah, anyway, so you can always go ahead and use Warframe Wikipedia. You can type in Sortie, and you can go ahead and read all of the other affixes that you would go ahead and get as well, okay? So that's what sorties are. Please go do them. Don't worry about, don't worry about the fact that, you know, you're getting carried or whatever. Get carried, it's fine, okay? But I wanted to go ahead and talk about that. That's what this was here. Under-leveled, so forth, whatever. So we did the sorties. I put a Xenuric lens, so I did some farming as well. I did some bounties. You can see that I've got a lens here, I've got a lens there, and I now also have a lens here. But you'll notice these two are the same. That one isn't. This is a Madurai lens. These are Xenuric lenses. So again, you go and do bounties in one of the open worlds, and you go ahead and pay attention to the bounty reward rotation. We were doing Deimos because we need to go ahead and do some Deimos, but I wanted to go and let you know that I've got 2 Xenuric lenses now, one on Vault, one on Heck, and I've also got a Madurai on Broken War, because I slowly want to unlock Madurai when I can. See that? So I'm going from Xenuric, and I'm slowly, like, I'm going to try and level up Xenuric, get some more points, chuck all of that in, and then I'm going to go over towards Madurai. And as you can see, I've got a lot of Xenuric points I can go and spend now, but we were going to save that for this episode, so I will do that in a moment, okay? So, we unlocked the rifle Rivens. So, do you know what was really weird? I did this on last episode, and it didn't work, so then we did it off stream to go ahead and clarify if it did work, and it did work. But it's really inconsistent. Just for what it's worth, the challenge says enemies are not allowed to go ahead and basically use alarms. It's not anything to do with enemies being alerted. It's just to go ahead and do with enemies not using alarms. So we like tested it on a few people, and enemies were like alerted, shooting me in the face. I'd shoot them and my progress would go up. Then enemies that were also alerted were shooting me in the face. I'd shoot them and the progress wouldn't move. It was really inconsistent, but I wanted to try and tell you that you can do that in the Void because there is no alarms. But I don't know why it's inconsistent right now. It never used to be like that, so it just is. Anyway, so this is the Riven that we got. Once you've done the challenge, it will unlock a Riven. Now, Rivens. What are Rivens? So we spoke about this briefly. Rivens are essentially things, they're like mods that you can only put on a specific weapon. And how do you know what the weapon is? Well, we look. The very, very first name of that is called Nagantaka. Well, Nagantaka is a weapon. It's a primary weapon. It was a primary Riven, so keep that in mind. So once I've now got that, so I can put that on Nagantaka, but let's read what it actually does there. As you can see, it says it gives me damage, it gives me weapon recoil, and it gives me status duration. So those are 3 buff stats that I've got there. The way that Rivens essentially work is, you know how we were introduced towards corrupted mods, and I was talking about corrupted mods last episodes. I'm trying to see if I can, there's one. There's like plus stats and there's negative stats. Well, Rivens can also do that as well. Oh, I can actually cycle it. Oh my God, I can. So I can't use this because it's MR9. If you look at the bottom, I need to be MR9. Oh, okay, I didn't know I can actually do this. I can do this live. So this is great. So if I go and click on this, So when the Rivens fully ranked out, this is what the stats I would get is. So let me try and explain this right now. When you hover over a weapon, it will say Riven Disposition. So if you look all the way down where it says just above damage, it says Riven Disposition. It's got like, it's filled in 4 out of 5. Dispositions are a little bit different on websites, but dispositions in game are also a little bit different. But let's just talk about that. Let's just call it 4 out of 5. Is it a good disposition? Yes, it's very good. So if it was like a 1 out of 5, it'd be a lower disposition. What does disposition mean? Disposition basically means if this was, so this is 4 out of 5, I get 166 damage. If this was 1 out of 5, it wouldn't be 166 damage. It would be way lower. Okay. Now, anybody who's ever played games like Diablo or Path of Exile and stuff like that, you might be a bit familiar with like some of the terms that I'm going to start kind of throwing out here. Well, not so much terms, but explanations. What will happen is, depending on your disposition, this damage can roll between like 1 low number and 1 high number. So it could have rolled 160%, this is an example, but it also could have rolled 172%, but I rolled 166%. So it wasn't the worst roll, but it wasn't the best roll. Does that make sense? So it can roll in between there. On top of that, that's the same with all of these other ones. Now, what can also happen with Rivens, and hopefully we can go ahead and get this, is we can roll Rivens. As in, if I don't want these stats, so damage, weapon recoil, status duration, it's not actually that bad for NoSympathyyCA, which is a slash weapon, right? It's not that bad for NoSympathyyCA, but we are going to go ahead and roll it and just show you what this looks like. So this is where Kuva comes in. Now, I haven't really done a lot about Kuva, but Kuva's Siphon is something to go ahead and try and show you guys how to get Kuva as well. You can also get Kuva from some bounties, I believe. You can get Kuva from Nightwave. You can get Kuva from quite a lot of stuff. In fact, what we're doing a bit later today will also access more Kuva. But anyways, let's go ahead and just show this real quick. So I'm going to go and cycle it. Now, are you sure you want to go and cycle it? The answer is yes. Watch what will happen. Stop. Just stop everything right now. First thing I need to go and teach you is, at first glance, if you are not happy, you can go back to your previous roll and click confirm. Okay? What actually happened there was every time that you roll, it's going to cost you more Kuva up until around 9 to 10 rolls, at which it locks, and then it costs a flat amount of Kuva each time. I believe it's 3,500 per roll. After that, it gets really expensive. But for now, I can choose between either of these. So I now need to think, do I want damage? So damage is good. Do I want weapon recoil? It doesn't kick too hard, so it's not a necessity. And if you're good at aiming, or if you're good with, like, let's say like mouse and keyboard where you have a bit more control, I know controllers might be a bit different, but yeah, so for status duration isn't bad either. But like, for example, let's go and look here. Cold. Well, I know cold confused with an element called toxin, and I know cold and toxin can give me viral, and viral amplifies damage to health. So this does slash, and slash is a dot that essentially does damage, in this case to health. So in that scenario, I combine those together. I now know I only need a toxin mod in my weapon. Well, that's already looking pretty good. So that saves me from putting cold on my weapon if I wanted to go into viral, right? Critical damage. Well, let's have a little look. The critical chance is 15%. The critical multiplier is 230%. But that 15% is a good amount of base. So it means going to just put a crit chance weapon on it, and then a crit chance mod on it, and then I can also go ahead and bump up the multiplier by 190%. Well, that's insane. That's really good. So that critical damage is definitely going to pay off there. But then look, now look what happens. So on this one, this is a buff. I know where it says minus, it looks like it's a nerf, but when it's on weapon recoil, you want minus. It means it takes away from the recoil, the kick. So it's taken away from it to stabilize the shots. If it was a plus, it means it's adding to the recoil, okay? Just because some people get confused with when it comes to weapon recoil, if it's a minus, it's actually a bonus to you. If it's a plus, it's a negative to you. So as you can see there, I didn't get any corrupted stats. These are all buffs. But on this one, I got 2 buffs and I got 1 curse. The way that Rivens essentially work is that you can go ahead and get 2 buffs, or you can get 2 buffs and 1 curse, or you can get 3 buffs, or you can get 3 buffs and 1 curse. Now, you might be thinking, why would I ever want to curse that? In the same way that certain Warframes actually don't mind particular stats going down, so they might not need range, but they need duration. So corrupted mods can work out that it's the same thing with some weapons. Some weapons don't actually need particular things, so taken away from it doesn't actually hurt the weapon. It just doesn't. You're fine. So in this scenario here though, but this is negative reload speeds. So the reload on this weapon is currently 2.3. That is quite high in my opinion. It's not super high. That you can get some weapons that are like 3s, go pushing 4s, but 2.3 is pretty high. I don't like that. So this is going to add to that, which is going to bump it up quite a fair bit. So I'm going to be reloading quite slow. But let me explain something. For every time that you go ahead and get a curse stat, every time you go and get a curse stat, you are buffing the buff stats. So if I had rolled 2 buffs here, would I have got 145% cold and 189% critical? No, they would have actually been lower. But because I got 2 buffs and 1 curse, it actually buffed these 2 buffs to compensate for the curse. That's Rivens, okay? That is exactly the same if you rolled 3 buffs and 1 curse. So ideally, sometimes, actually to be honest, most of the time, if you can, you really want to try and get a curse stat. But there are some curse stats that like you don't really care about. For example, it could be like negative zoom. It's not going to hurt us too much. Negative damage to infesteds. But like, that's also not too bad because again, like the infested don't really have a lot of defenses. The most annoying thing about infested is like the ancients. That's mostly about it. Besides from that, you're pretty crispy. They ain't got armor and they ain't got shields. Negative damage to infested, they're just flat health. Okay, sure. It could be something like negative projectile speeds in certain areas. If it's like a hit scan weapon, that isn't going to hurt it too much, but it might hurt the fall off damage. That's all. But it won't hurt like the bullet actually being shot because it's hit scan. But if it was a projectile weapon and you're shooting like, in this case, this is kind of like a crossbow. So if you're shooting like projectiles out, this would slow your projectiles. So yes, you can get even funnier things. I could shoot and it could go so slow, I could walk past the bullet. Or in this case, I could walk past the arrow. And I'm not exaggerating, you can do that. There's some very, very funny things that you can go and do with Rivens. So what would I take here? Just for now, I'm going to go and take this one because it's a bit better. But what if I didn't want either of those? Okay, let's go and roll again. Did you notice that it cost me 900 on the previous roll? Well, sorry, it did cost me 900. Now it cost me 1,000. So I'm going to go and roll again. And if you look here, so that's going to go and cost me 1,000. Let's go and roll. Let's see what we get. We got, ooh, that is quite nice, but minus, I don't care about the damage to infested, but the critical chance is nice because we want to go and bump that up anyways because the critical multiplier is 230%, so it's good amount. Critical chance isn't going to be too bad, and projectile speed is also not too bad, but then actually no, sorry, I didn't see the negative fire rate is actually really bad. Never mind, we don't want to go and hurt the fire rate of the bow, so of the thing, so that's not that good. And then there's like damage to infesteds, but as you can imagine, what if I'm going against Grineer? Well, then this doesn't do anything, right? And like how I said, infested is one that sometimes you can have like a negative a curse on because they don't have an awful lot going for them. I don't need the bonus damage against infested. So crit chance, cool. Projectile speed, not too bad. Fire rate, no. So we can't select that. We go back towards this. We confirm this. And now look, it now costs me 1,200. That is Rivens. Okay, certain Rivens are locked behind Marshy ranking. It can go all the way, this could be subject to change, it can go all the way up to MR16. So when you hit MR16, I believe, as of right now, you've unlocked pretty much majority of things that are locked in the game. However, there's only one thing that you need to go and get towards MR34, which is Relay Blessings. Okay, good. Could be subject to change, they might introduce more things, but as of right now, most stuff is actually kept until MR16, and it's mostly Rivens as well. Okay, so there you go. That's what Rivens are. I don't think there's anything else I need to explain here. No, but you can sell these on the market, so you can try and roll it good and have a little look and be like, okay, well, for example, if you're like, well, what do I go for? Clarke, give me like a heads up. If I was rolling, what should I take? Damage, multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage, melee weapons, range, melee damage, critical chance, critical damage, status chance, elements. Like, if you roll Toxin, Toxin's pretty good to go and roll. Think about it. Toxin's good on its own. Toxin plus electric goes into corrosive, and Toxin plus heat goes into gas, and Toxin plus cold goes into viral. All of those elements are good. So if you roll Toxin, not a bad element to go and get. If you rolled Colds, unfortunately, Cold goes into Magnetic, Cold goes into Blast, and Cold goes into Viral. So Viral's pretty good there. It's nothing... It's nothing against Magnetic, and it's nothing against Blast. It's just that it's a little bit better for you to go and roll for the Viral there. So some elements are better to go and sit on the other elements. But again, if you do go and go for Cold, just keep that in mind that Cold is on it. So you can save yourself an element if you want to. Gas is good. Blast is good. They're definitely good. All right, don't get it twisted. They're definitely good. So anyways, we've rolled that. That's going to sit there. Now, if I don't want that, I can go sell it on the market. All right, I'll go and see someone else who might want it. And that could be worth like 200 plat. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know until I go see what other people are selling it for. But Rivens are good ways to go ahead and make money. If you're looking for platinum, learn how to go ahead and mod Rivens. Learn how to go and sell Rivens. But the Riven market is an open market. Basically, you can sell a Riven for whatever you want to. It's just whether or not you get a buyer. If I want to sell a Riven for 1,000 plat, it's just whether or not someone will go ahead and agree that that's worth 1,000 plat. That's literally it, okay? So it's kind of like an open market. Anyways, so we've covered Rivens. Corrupted mods. Now off stream, we did go and farm a couple. Let's go and show you like where my Vault build is currently sitting right now. As we can now see, we've updated it a little bit. We've actually got the narrow-minded mod. We also got transient fortitude. Now for this build and what I'm focusing on is I'm focusing on his second ability and his third ability. The electric shield, we know scales off duration, and we know that speed scales off duration as well, but it also scales off strength. So what I wanted from all of the mods that I spoke about last episode was I wanted narrow-minded. This gives me plus ability duration, but negative ability range. I don't care about the negative ability range. I'm solo. It doesn't bother me. I don't care about buffing anyone else. I'm just buffing myself. So negative ability range doesn't hurt me. It will hurt shock in terms of how far it reach, and it will hurt discharge in terms of how far that reaches. But again, I'm not really using discharge, and I'm only using shock every so often if I'm overwhelmed by enemies if they're here, okay? So I got the narrow-minded in there, and I also went for the transient fortitudes. Now there were two strength mods I could have gone for. One of them was blind rage, the other one was transient fortitudes. Well, I ended up actually getting blind rage. Sorry, my throat. I ended up getting blind rage, but because blind rage and transient fortitude are worth exactly the same price, I ended up trading a community member of mine who also needed blind rage, but I needed transient fortitudes. So it was a fair trade, okay? I traded blind rage for transient fortitudes, all right? So I got this and I got this, and now the build is starting to come just a little bit better for what I'm looking to do. And we can see my stats are starting to change now. And then on the discharge one, we can see I've got stretch in here and I've got overextended, which means I actually lose ability strength, but I gain ability range. So the idea is I want to try and bring that in as well. So then this will allow me to go for a discharge build and affect more enemies at a greater distance. Please, I've already covered this. Don't hurt your duration too much when you do a discharge build. Don't hurt it too much, okay? You can hurt it a little, but don't hurt it too much. You are doing dots, okay? So you want dot to stay on them as long as it still can. Don't hurt it too much. I wouldn't go any lower, essentially, than this mod ranked out. Once this mod ranks out, I think it goes down to like 74% or something. I wouldn't dare go any lower than that. Because I'm only hurting the build. So, but anyways, that's what I could go and do if I'm looking for like defense missions or elite sanctuary onslaught, just areas where there's like lots of enemies coming at me, and I can go ahead and just press 4 and keep nuking those enemies down. And then this is what I'm currently running as well. Okay, cool, excellent. There we go. Right. So we did that as well. The other things we did is I also got a condition overload mod. By the way, I can't believe I got this because this account is so lucky. This is a scaling mod. So I just want to talk about this real quick. Is that condition overloads will do if I rank it up. I'm just going to show you what it looks. I'm not going to rank it up right now, but if I was to rank it up, I could actually rank it up, but it gives me 80% melee damage per status type affecting the target. As in, if I can hit more and more different types of status on the target, I will do more and more different, I will do more and more damage. So here's an example. Impact / puncture, 80, 160, 240%. So this mod could do 240% if I can get 1 puncture proc, 1 slash proc, 1 impact proc. So what's the status chance of the weapon? Now you'll start to see. Now we want status chance to go up. And if we look over here, I got another mod. I can't believe I got this, by the way. So I got another mod. This is called Weeping Wounds. Let's just quickly read what Weeping Wounds does, shall we? Weeping Wounds, 40% status chance per combo multiplier. And we spoke about combo multipliers as well. Whenever you're attacking with a melee weapon, in the bottom right, your combo multiplier builds up. So this will scale my status chance off combo multiplier. So as long as I can keep my combos nice and high, my status chance gets higher. If my status chance gets higher, there's more chance for me to inflict elements. If I inflict more elements, I do more damage. Does that make sense? Welcome to scaling mods inside Warframe as well, okay? I have a huge breakdown on my YouTube about like scaling mods and builds and so forth that you can go and see. Again, my Harmony video is a good example of that. But yeah, you can go check that out, okay? But that's basically how that goes. But yes, if I wanted to go and use my melee, I could go and get a bit stronger. I got really lucky that I got this. I got it from a Deimos enemy. It's a 0.02% chance. I couldn't believe my luck. I almost screamed out of excitement. That was crazy that I got that. That's going to help me for way later. Now, Deimos stand-in, I was just basically ranking up. I was just going and doing a whole bunch of like bounties and a little bit of mining, a little bit of animal conservation and so forth. We ranked up to level 2. My goal is to rank us up to level 3. And then I ranked a whole bunch of weapons for Marshy ranking. So if I go over here now and I go towards equipment and click progress, you can now see, look how many I've got maxed out. We maxed out so many weapons. Now, if you're looking to push Marshy ranking, my first advice, go here. Go here, go here. Now, click this, and in the bottom left, just down here, see where it says blueprint, buy the blueprint. Okay, now build it. Click this, look down here, buy the blueprint. Click this, look here, buy the blueprint. Click this, look here, buy the blueprint. Click that. You getting the idea? Right, that's just primaries. Now do it for secondaries. Now do it for melees. If you want to go and get your Marshy ranking up a little bit faster, go buy all of the blueprints that you can build, then go down here and look. There we go. Now start building them. So I'm going to be able to shoot up Marshy ranking really quickly. Now what do I do from here? Is I now grab all of like, I grab an unranked Warframe, I grab an unranked primary, an unranked secondary, an unranked melee, even an unranked companion if you got it. I go over here, I click on this, and I go straight here. I don't think about anything. And I'll sit in there, if I can, I'll go get an affinity blessing from a relay. Go get an affinity blessing, then I'll sit in here and I won't attack anything. I'll just try and, if I can, I'll try and support people in any way that I can. So if I brought Volt, because I'm like former in him or something, I'll use Volt's second ability, which gives ally speed and like reload and attack speed. I'll give them that, but I actually won't attack because I'm just actually soaking all of the XP. But we've talked about this in the previous episodes before, so don't worry about it. But that's what I'm doing, and I can rank really quickly. So now, not too bad. So now my Marshy ranking is shooting up right now. Okay. So that's what I did. We are now up to date. Things that I want to go and do. Oh, here's some topics. So the Nightwave every week rotates. And funny enough, it rotated to a mod this week that I spoke about. And I said to you guys, you absolutely want it. Where is it? There it is. Corrosive projection. We have finally gotten it. I don't care how you get the credits, buy it. It will help so many builds, so many like armor related stripping builds that you can have way more fun with. Now don't get me wrong, you don't fully need to armor strip as much these days, but it's still really nice. It's still a very reliable mod. Grab it. This Steel Charge, sorry, Corrosive Projection, Steel Charge, Dreamer's Bond, these are just really good like aura mods to sit on, okay? There will be more advanced ones, but we get to those a bit later. Now the other equivalent of this one is Shield Disruption, but we're not really stripping shields as much because shields are also kind of like regenerative, whereas we can perma strip armor. We can't, I don't believe you can perma strip shields. I'm not actually entirely sure. I don't think you can. No, shields are basically regenerative, so it doesn't have the same kind of oomph behind it, you know, whereas this does. So we grab that, and again, I've still got credits remaining, and like I said with your credits, try and make sure you've got some to go and get a little bit of Nitane, but don't absolutely splash all your credits straight off of the bat. And if you can do any of this stuff, forgive me about my throat today. If you can do any of this stuff, then try and get it done and try and push. Like we're not too far off getting an extra 50 credits now. So we just keep pushing, we keep pushing, okay? And we try and push all the way to, in this case, rank 18, so I can go and get that. Right. So that's corrosive projection. Other topics, let's go and get these topics covered really quickly. So you know how we've now done this? Ta-da! So we've now got Operator 2.0. We spoke about this in the War Within last episodes. Let me go and show you a few extra things that you could go and do. So we visited Plains of Eidolon. Is it night? Nope. We visited Cetus, and you could talk to Ongu Quill and the Quills, and you can go ahead and rank up and get an amp. Remember that? Well, that was last episode. Well, there's a few other places you can now go and do a few other things. So we know about the Eidolons. You can now start taking on an Eidolon fight. Now, as of right now, I don't have a full guide for you. I do actually have a guide on my YouTube. It's like 5 years old. It's accurate. So technically, the mechanics of the Eidolons have not changed in like 5 to 6 years, but the builds have changed that you would take in. So if you want to see an Eidolon fight, you can still use my guides, but it's like the first ever video I created on this account. So it's very old school, forgive me. But you can take on Eidolons, but other things you can go and take on are things like the Monoliths, for example. So there is the Orb Mothers, but we can't get to the Orb Mothers until we rank Solaris United to rank 5. I'm going to tell you this right now. In order to save my sanity, on this account, I will not be ranking them to rank 5. I will be showing you the Orb Mother fight though, but on my main account, because Orb Mothers do require particular builds, and I'm not farming builds out on this account to go ahead and get that done. I'm just not. It's going to take way more time. I'm just going to show you what it looks like when I fight it on my main account and show you what I'm doing, okay? So we know about Eidolons, we can take that off, but a few other things that we can now go ahead and see is Monoliths, Necramech's Isolation Vaults as well. So the Necramech as well is, now that we have our Operator, we'll now be able to go ahead and fuse in towards our Necramechs as well. Now, I don't actually know if you can still get into a Necramech or like summon a Necramech in your gear wheel and get in it without having an Operator, but ideally your Operator is essentially the controller, and it can fuse and transfer in towards Necramechs. Again, I don't actually know if you can do that beforehand. I genuinely do not know, but just wanted to let you know that you can go ahead and get in towards your Necramechs now. If you couldn't before, you can now. I'm just waiting for my Necramech to build. But I want to go and show you this one over here. So I actually have a guide on this one as well on my YouTube. You can go ahead and find it. Did you ever see these like platforms? Look for these platforms, but look for, you want to look for I'm going to go this way because I know there's one over here regardless. This one, there's two here, so one of them has to rotate. It's rare that you would ever go and get one of these that doesn't rotate, so I'm just going to go and show you. These are like the Monoliths that you can now go ahead and activate because you now have something called void damage. Your Operator is doing void damage. So do you see that there? These are the Requiem symbols that previously in the other open worlds, you couldn't do much about them. But now you can actually do something. The goal that you want to go ahead and do with this is you can get a whole bunch of random Deimos materials. So let's say that you don't like fishing and you can't be bothered to fish. You could actually come in and do these, and you might go ahead and get particular fish from it. The way that this works is shoot it with your Operator. You see how this now builds? You now need to kill with your Operator. Now I might not even be able to go and get this because I just have no damage with the Mo amp. This is why I told you guys to go and build the 1, 2, 3 amp, okay? God, this is painful. So the idea is I'm not kill him with a good amp, okay? Now so this is Loke, Jahu. It's one of them. I can't think which Requiem this. It's either Jahu or Loke. What this will go and do is you'll go ahead and get a whole bunch of again random rewards from doing this. So you just want to kind of keep killing them. And different Requiems, look, there you go, it's just dropping different stuff now. Different Requiems will reward you with different kind of like, this one, as you can see, is pushing them away. Whereas, and then if I die with Operator, I'll just go back to my frame, we're fine. Whereas, so this one like pushes them away. Other Requiems will do other different things. So is there one here? No, so this one isn't here. I'll see if I can just find one more for you real quick. Hopefully it's not Jahu or Loke or whatever that one was. You'll learn the Requiem names over time, don't worry. You'll start to learn them even better when you start doing Kuva Liches. Oh, yeah, that one is up. Okay, so then there's this one here. Yeah, that's definitely... Oh, is that even Riss or Loke? I don't think that one's Riss. So this one summons these guys. I don't even know where they've just gone. I've just lost them already. So this one summons these guys, and you just gotta like figure it out, so forth, so forth. Anyways, I have a guide. Please, I apologize about my throat today. I have a guide that breaks down all of those monoliths, and each and every one that has a different special effect that you do. But as you can see, our very first amp, called the Moat amp, is not strong enough to do it. But you can go ahead and do that. Another thing you can go ahead and do is you can also go and start doing something called isolation vaults. And you will need to go ahead and do isolation vaults. Just try and get to Mother real quick over here. You can go ahead and start doing something called isolation vaults. Okay, she's not got it on this Mother. I have to find out which Mother's got it right now. There's 3 Mothers on the map, and sometimes they have different bounties. It just depends on which Mother you talk to. It's the same Mother, she's just kind of like in different locations. So I'm going to go over here to this Mother. Oh, God damn it. It's not that. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, there it is. Well, that's tier 3. Oh, my God, my voice. That's a tier 3 vault. So the idea is you want to go and find a tier 1 vault. But it's not that you need your operator to essentially do it. It's just that you now start doing the isolation vaults, and you can start seeing some more things there because, oh, that's what it is. Because you can now talk to a new trader in Deimos, and the new trader is Loid. So, you know how we talk to Otak? Otak is the miner. If you now, when Otak switches rounds, he has Loid. So he's like Two-Face, if you will. So here's Otak here, but on the back of him is Loid's, right? So if I like turn the camera, you can see there's Loid there. There's his face. There's Otak. Well, we can now go talk to Loid's, and what you want to go and do is see where Mother is. See this door? See how you can't get through it? If you switch over to your operator, the door now opens up. Now we have opened that door during the Heart of Deimos quests, as you can see. You have opened that door during the Heart of Deimos quests, but just going to show you that you can now get in here. So we're going to go all the way around here, and then you can see all of this as well. And if you look up there, and if you look here, you can now go ahead and get a little bit of lore behind them, right? So Zata, yeah, is right here. So that's truth. So now you know what Zata looks like. This one here is Jahu. Right, form. This one here is Vome, which is order. Sooner or later, it would help if you recognize these names. It would help if you recognize them. There's not too many of them, as you can see, at least for now. There is actually more, but like we haven't technically learned them or anything. But anyways, so here's Loid. And now we can go and talk with Loid. And what will happen is we want to go ahead and, in order to go and rank up Loid, we need to go and trade in matrices or mattresses. Plural, because you can get some of them, but you only get these from isolation vaults. This is where you will actually be taking on enemy Necramechs. Okay, now if you're going to take on enemy Necramechs, bring your own Necramech to start off with. All right, there are some Warframes that do a good job, but for the most part, bring your own Necramech. It's going to take on their Necramechs. It will just go ahead and help you a bit more. So now you want to go do the isolation vault bounties, and you want to try and start earning some of these, and then you want to go and start ranking up with him, because as you start ranking up with him, you can go ahead and get other things. Like, so there's a Bone Widow, which is a different Necramech. So the one that we have is called Void Rig. If you like melee, Bone Widow's more melee. Can I also be honest with you? I don't think Bone Widow's very good, but that's just my 2 cents. You didn't hear that from me, okay? Then, I just want to see what else. You can go get Sentinel skins. So if you've got a Sentinel, you can go and get your Sentinel to look like Loid. It's kind of cool. There's different weapons going to get there. Oh, yeah, here we go. So then there's also mods as well. So you can actually go make a Necramech a lot better as well, like mod in a Warframe. You want to go and get this stuff. So you want to go ahead and turn in the mattresses as well, all right? The matrices. Also, if you ever just want to TP there, for some unknown reason, don't ask me why, but it keeps your Warframe. But you're not allowed in here with your Warframe. So don't ask me why. But anyways, you can come in here with your Warframe if you just TP to it. Otherwise, if you want to go through the door and walk through the door, you have to walk through it with your operator. Okay. But I want to go and talk to you guys about Loids. So as of right now, I'm not really doing any vaults, at least for this episode. But we will go and get back around to vaults, I do promise. Okay. So that's some other operator stuff that you can now go and do. And there is also Orb Mothers, which you also will need an operator for. But again, it's going to take me a while before I go ahead and get there. Now let's go ahead and get this last bit done and just wrap up here. So I want to go and show you like what else I'm doing with my Zenurik right now. Like I said, I'm going to slowly work on Madarite and Zenurik at the same time. But on Zenurik, I want to go ahead and start getting this thing here called Wellspring. Okay, I'm going to go and lock that. So first ability. So now I've now got abilities with my operator. First ability creates a well of energy for 5 seconds. Allies passing through the well gain free energy for 20 seconds. So now I can also find a guaranteed way to give myself energy. Well, that's not too bad. Let's go and read this one. Hardened Wellspring. Use the first ability inside a Wellspring. So basically use a Wellspring, then use this again. So tap one twice to increase its size, boost its duration by an extra 14 seconds, and grant 12% ability strength to those inside. Don't mind if I do. That doesn't sound too bad. I get energy and I also go and get ability strength. I mean, I'm laughing, aren't I? Like, that's great. That's fantastic. So now I've actually got some abilities to go ahead and do with my operator right now, which is fantastic. Now, there are these other things over here, and I haven't really spoken about it yet, but I guess I will need to go and speak about it at some point. I'll just give you a brief rundown of it. You might notice that this has a symbol here. Can you see that symbol? Notice how these don't have a symbol. Right, so the way that this basically works is this symbol, in order to unlock it, you have to deal with Eidolons. Have to. So at some point, even if you don't like Eidolons, you will have to fight them, which is why, again, in like the final episode, I will literally just solo a Tridolon and show you what it's like as well. Yeah, because there are more than one Eidolon. But you are going to need, I believe it's Brilliant Eidolon Shards, which requires you to capture Eidolons. So you're going to have to learn how to capture Eidolons as well, right? But what does that actually mean? That point right there. That point, when you unlock it with a Brilliant Eidolon Shards, means that if I switch from this school and I move into this school, I actually carry that over with me. Does that make sense? These are passives to your operator as a whole. Increase operator's energy regeneration and increase operator's energy. These can be carried over to every other school. When I change to a different school, I will still keep that passive basically. The idea is that you want to unlock all of those. See that one there? So there's 2, that's 4. Might get the idea. This is 6. So this is your operator amp damage and amp regeneration, so you can be stronger. This is movement speed on your operator and sling speed. So that's 6. This is 8 over here. Last gasp, you can go and get yourself up. And during last gasp, operator damage is increased by 25%. It might actually be good to go ahead and get an Unaru lens just so you can go ahead and get that. That alone, being able to revive your Warframe when you go down is actually huge. And you are going to want this towards Steel Path content and arbitrations, which we will get to way later, okay? I don't know if it actually works in I think it works in arbitrations, but yeah. And then Vazarin, as you can see, is now 10. So there you go. And this is health and armor and health regeneration. So with all of those unlocked, you make your overall operator stronger, okay? So you would need, I think it's 10 Brilliant Eidolon Shards. So you've only got to go and capture 10 Terralists, I believe. You can also go ahead and do Gansulist. You can also, you can also go and do Gansulist. You don't get Brilliant Shards from Hydralist. Do you? I don't think you do. Anyways, let's go ahead and stop yapping. Let's go and get the last bit done here. I wouldn't mind increasing the energy that I get from this. So I'm going to go and bump that up. And I'm not going to bump that one up. I wouldn't mind getting Temporal Drag either. So this is also good because it slows any enemy it touches by 50%. This can also be good. You know those disruption missions where you got those targets who like try and run towards the things? Well, if you're not using Artax with your companion, so you know how my companion can slow them because I taught you guys this as well. So bam, right here. So this is going to slow them. You can also go ahead and just slow them with your operator as well now. So as you can see now, Zenurig is now actually starting to become quite strong for me. I'm getting loads of energy, I'm getting quality of life and slows and stuff like that. We're really starting to go ahead and look good now. And you'll start seeing me use this a bit more because now I can give myself energy during missions, which is great. And I don't have to sit there waiting for orbs all of the time now. Okay, so, okay, right. Oh my god, that was 45 minutes of yapping. Let's go. Let's go and get straight into it today. Let's go and start off with Chains of Harrow, okay? We got a lot to cover. We've got a lot to do. The game is really opened up right now. I want to try and get Chains of Harrow. I want to try and get Apostasy Prologue, and I want to try and get Sacrifice done, okay? That's the goal for today's stream. I'm really trying to push with all the main stories. I have spoken about this, and forgive me, the only side story that I think there's 2 side stories that I'm going to do here. I would recommend doing Hell Kuba in your own time. I don't think you guys need me to teach you how to Kuba. It's one of the very first quests that you do. It's pretty straightforward, I believe. The very Paradox we'll get to later, and Veilbreaker we'll also get to later. I will explain these. These other ones, I don't really, well, I've done that, but I don't need to go and, wait, run a few wells. Yeah, I don't need to go ahead and show you that, and I don't care about Patient Zero. And all of the Warframe stuff, I can just ignore, me personally. I'd recommend do them. Whenever you can, do them. But for now, let's go and begin Chains of Harrow. But before I do, I don't have volumes, so let's go and get volume in here. Okay, here we go, here we go. Really enjoying these episodes, by the way, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. They've been an absolute blast to go ahead and do. I am slightly losing my voice, so I might need like a day's rest in between like the next episode or something, just so I don't strain my voice. But let's go and get straight into Chains of Harrow. Begin. Yeah, oh sorry, somebody said go and do my master rank. That's not a bad idea. I should go do master rank as well. Let's go and do Chains of Harrow for now, okay?
Tap, tap. Speak to us. We're listening. What is your name? Good. You remember. We want to help you, Rel. Tell us where you are.
Can't. He's listening.
Who, Rel? Who is listening?
Rap, tap, tap. Rap, tap, tap.
Quest.
Sorry, operator. The message appears
Haunted.
halted. It originated from a Steel Meridian ship near Earth. Will you investigate? I hope not.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Iron Wake. Oh, but let's go. Okay, so this quest is very recommended. If you can play this during nighttime, it's definitely a lot better. Okay, set the tone for it. This is more of a little bit of like a horror-ish kind of quest, but it's very good, and it's also very important to understand who Rel is and what Rap Tap Tap and the person who's talking to him is.
Not detecting any crew. I don't like this. Search the area.
So as I'm going to continue searching the area, I'm going to do the first thing that I just unlocked. There you go. And now look at my energy. Look at my energy. See my energy? Yes, there you go. So I'm going to give myself some energy now, and I'm going to be good. So I don't have to go and keep killing for energy and stuff now. You really only get to experience this mission once, man.
Blades. Too refined for a Grineer kill squad. Is there anything else?
It's so fun doing this again. I'm actually really excited.
Red Veil. Could they have done this? The Veil have been Meridian allies for years. Search for survivors.
Oh, thanks. Search for survivors still in here. There's some stairs that I can... There it is. Hello?
Tenno, I lost you for a second. What did you see?
Oh, child of Zarman, please help. I served the Veil. The flock has been driven mad. I humbly beg for the protection of you and your vessel.
Paladino.
I'm marking the area. Stay alert. It may be an ambush.
You cast him out. Very eerie, very creepy tones. Just to set. We'll learn a lot more about Rel. Red Veil. Red Veil. Red Veil. You guys are supposed to be my allies, man. You're supposed to be my allies. What's going on? We can kind of skip him a little bit. Doesn't seem like I have to fight them here.
Blind Queen, help me reach the safety of Iron Wake. Our sacred muse has abandoned the temple, leaving our people in chaos.
Tenno, if the Red Veil is in chaos, we must intervene. Get Paladino to Iron Wake.
So Iron Wake as well is also a new area that we're going to slowly go ahead and get ourselves to, which is really good. And this is definitely an area that you'll get used to going to weekly.
I am grateful for... What is it, Rook? Are they back?
Oh, I never realized you had...
Brothers of blood, sisters of fire, resist the muse!
Oh, don't walk forwards, Paladino.
Blessed Star Child, I owe you my life.
Yeah, you do.
Meet me at Iron Wake. Only you can right this wrong.
Alrighty then, so we're going to help Paladino go and reach Iron Wake. And Paladino is a important character. Again, for me and for you guys, it'll be an important character because it's one that I will always tell you guys to go and visit every week. Every week. This will definitely be a very important trader. And I also get to talk about something else as well, which can be really interesting. There is actually a currency that we have earned. Well, it's kind of a currency. It's not really a currency. But we were talking about Rivens, and then there's something called Rivens Slivers. And then I get to go and talk about Rivens Slivers in a moment as well, which is going to be very, very nice. We finally have a use for those Rivens Slivers, and we can finally talk about it in an episode.
The habitation segment is complete, and the new room is ready. Orders cannot contain his
Right, we're heading over to...
Operator, will you?
He's telling me at the person. I've got the personal quarters almost built. All right, the segment's done, but I wouldn't install it without you guys seeing it. Okay, so right, so this is Iron Wake, and Iron Wake, as you can see, is a bit of a relay. It's a new area.
Meridian has built an impressive
Still Meridian.
right under the nose of the Grineer Authority. The Veil's speaker will be
So
under guard.
yes,
Find her.
so she's over there. She's in the back corner. But another few things that you can go and do here if you open up the map is that you can talk to this. This is Cressatel. She is the kind of like leader of the Still Meridian, if you will, the alliance and whatnot, the defectors. So she's kind of chilling there. I'm going to talk about this bin here real quick. I wouldn't mind talking about this. This is called Flawed Mods. Now, when you started Warframe years ago, you was introduced to these mods before you did anything else. They have, as you can now see, they've now removed them from new players. So if you're a new player now, during this series, I was briefly talking about this in like episode 1. I think it's like episode 1 and episode 2. And this is what I was talking about by a mod can be cracked. As you can see, it looks like it's cracked. So you get a much worse version of this mods. It's a much, much worse version. Now, if there's any shotgun ones in here, do you know what? There actually is. And I might even be tempted to go ahead and grab one. I really need shotgun elements right now to make my shotgun better, and it's stressing me out that I don't have them. So that's relatively new, them putting that bin there. You can find this on
Vessel at the door, sacred child. Come.
you can find this on Earth and so forth. It doesn't hurt to buy them by all means. If you are struggling for a particular mod, feel free to dig through that bin and see if you can find a mod that you're looking for. But keep in mind, it's a worse version of that mod. It doesn't hurt you though. It's just going to cost you credits and endo, all right? So if you can replace the credits and endo later, go for it.
Hush, Rook. This is our sacred guest. I am Palladino, holy speaker of the Veil, like my mother and hers before. We speak to the other side, to him. Without his focus, I pray he answers. Righteous Rel, of harrowed stars, of hallowed chains, speak! For an age you've guarded the divide between dust and void. Speak! From within your everlasting sacred vessel, you've held the lidless eye. Speak! I cannot reach Holy Rel from here. I will need his sacred focus, a relic stolen from the temple. I beg of you to find it and return it here.
Absolutely.
Only then will he speak to us. Only then will we truly understand.
Red Veil's creepy, huh?
Will incite fanaticism, but don't be drawn in. I'm not convinced this Rel even exists. I fear we'll have to play Palladino's game to find out. Ordis has been tracking Red Veil disturbances. That's the best place to start.
Right, so let's go and leave the Iron Wake. So we should be returning back to our ship really quickly. And I believe now, so we're going to go and find... Oh, shut up. Ordis, I'm not going to listen to this every single time. Okay, so we're going to go and find his relic. I believe now if we click on Earth, we can now see... We can now see Iron Wake right here. Okay, it'll be locked until you fully complete it, but this will be a brand new nodes that you've unlocked. You don't need to like complete it or anything. It'll just...
Waiting. Navigation is waiting. Oh my.
Just talk all over me, Audius. It's fine, honestly. It's fine. Don't worry about what I'm saying, chat. All right, just listen to Ordis. I'll just let him talk. Jesus Christ.
Rel's object of focus, child. You are
Right.
close to this sacred relic. I am certain.
It's so cool seeing this all again, man. Oh.
These messages, they express Rel's suffering. He's lashing out. I should have seen the cracks for me.
He suffers
I don't
while you
understand.
dream.
How would Rel know about the dream?
Great sentient queen, forgive me. But what you are, what you've made of yourself, is merely drawn from the dreams of these divine children. You are not she. You are not Margulis.
What are you saying? That Rel is a Tenno? Impossible. All Tenno are known to me. I protect them, as she did.
Oh, but not Rel. Margulis cast him out, for he was different. Our foremothers took him in and studied his teachings. We became the Veil, the shroud of his blessed existence.
Cast out. I don't believe you.
Rat-tat-tat. The man in the wall.
The man in the wall. That is what he called it. Hush. Try to follow his voice.
scared the shit out of me. It's just a drone, but you like did this. I was like, who the hell is that? I was so in the moment. I don't hear him.
The Donda, his mother gave him this. Holy Rel was not like other children. Sound, color, touch, it overwhelmed him.
That is very important.
Let him focus.
What you may start to notice is there's certain things that Rel is showing signs that we know humans might. I'm not going to say the word just yet, but try and think. You might be able to piece it together.
No. Mine. Tap, tap. Tap, tap.
Rel, what evil is this? Sacred child, forgive me. I should have known the weight of the void would one day crush the light from me.
So many of them.
Rel has become the very thing he warned us of. You cannot kill this, Tenno. Run! You can only run!
It's pretty cool. All right, we need a dip. Skedaddle. We shouldn't be here. So we've got his Donda now, which is exactly what Palladino needed to go ahead and communicate with him. You'll notice he gets overwhelmed by sensitive related things, touch, sound, all of this stuff, like loud noises, stuff like that. Rap, tap, tap. He's got like a weird kind of communication with something going on in the wall. Slowly is starting to add up. Who is he and what is going on? We don't know just yet. We'll put those pieces together in a moment. This was one of like the more beginning quests when I was coming into Warframe that was considered like a newer quest for the Warframe community, but like it was like I was getting into the game. So again, I don't remember much about this quest, which is awesome because I love them in this series right now.
Operator, what was that thing? Lotus, can you explain this? Lotus?
Oh, I actually want to listen to the dialogue there, but I keep thinking when it comes to orders, I just keep thinking he's yapping. So I tend to skip him. Okay, I need to not skip him. If he talks about the personal quarters one more time.
Door, sacred child. Come.
Also, I now remember the cat's name now. Rook. Okay, that's cool.
I have served Rel my whole life, studying Rel's teachings of the void, the dire consequence of traveling by and through it. Now I see that it is true. He alone, in his harrowing sacrifice, has guarded us. What a price he has paid. Righteous Rel, outcast of sacred void, hear my voice. Speak. You have been driven from the vessel by your suffering. You have swallowed the poison stars so we would not. Holy Rel, speak. The Tenno who rejected you have come to your aid. He's here. The Donda. It's working. Giving him humanity. We are listening, Rel. Speak.
The camera's in the way, sorry.
Shy?
No, try again. This one?
So all we're doing here is we're trying to understand the emotion that's being put in front of him.
Very good. about this one?
Mama.
Yes, Rel.
Mama.
Go ahead, Rel.
Grumpy, sleepy, nervous, excited. Guess I'd have to go nervous.
Ship.
Yes?
Impossible speed. Beyond the Brankel gap constant.
I think so. You're better with that stuff, but it's amazing, isn't it?
So why don't they fix me?
Rel, you know why.
Well,
Rel, why?
Because I'm not broken.
That's right. Different. So I love you even more.
oh,
Happy.
Yes, Rel. You make me so happy.
This memory, his humanity still remains, buried in these emotions he so often failed to grasp. Could they be the key to saving him from this?
Tenno, I have a theory. Return to your orbiter and I'll explain.
okay, you explain it so I don't have to explain it in a minute. I'm sure there's definitely some people out there who will understand what's going on. That, again, if you don't worry, I'll cover all of this. I just want to see what she says and what she gives as information.
The presentation segment is complete, and the new one is ready. Orders cannot contain his excitement. Will you go there now, operator? Will you?
These disturbances, they are transference energy, split apart from a single mind. If we could capture them, send them back.
Operator, Chimeris may have a tool for this task. I wonder if his kinetic siphons could be repurposed to capture these manifestations.
Did you really just say bust? Oh dear. I don't have many siphons. Wait, does he give me extra siphons? I hope he gives me extra siphons. He really say bust? Oh, gods. Okay, here we go.
Holy Rel, let us bring you the peace you have earned. Guide this Tenno so you can return to the harrowing vessel, so that you might rest.
Might
Rel's
rest.
warnings, those dire consequences. He was talking about void exposure, wasn't he? The effect it has on human minds is well understood.
But it's not. This isn't some kind of deep pressure bends as Margulis suspected. Rel saw what it was. Truly an entity. Indifferent. Oldest stars.
We're here. Uh-oh.
My fault. Touching is too much noise. And it makes me angry.
There. An emotion. Manifest from the game Rel played as a child.
See if you can stabilize it with a kinetic siphon.
Sure.
Angry. Someone takes the thing you love.
Oh my god.
I'm detecting other manifestations.
I-
Protect yourself and try to track them.
Okay, so I did capture one of them. Wait, if I have exactly 3... There's Rel there. He's not very happy with me. Ah! Wait. here.
Another. Don't let it escape.
Let's just knock it down.
Mama has a stretchy smile.
That's kind of sweet, actually. A stretchy smile.
He's listening. He knows what you're doing. It makes him stronger.
And we went to sweet to very sinister in like 0.2 of a second. Sorry, Rail, didn't mean to hit you there. That should hopefully.
Waiting too much. There's nothing fun to look at.
Alright, Rail. Well, I need to skedaddle.
Capture the manifestations here. Now get out before Ralph's disturbance catches up with you.
I need to skedaddle. Nice. Right. Yeah, okay, there we go. We have captured a manifestation so far. I want to explain some stuff, but I really want to see if they explain it in the quest. If not, we'll explain it afterwards. At least we'll explain as much as what we can explain afterwards without going like overboard. Need to...
Your habitation segment is complete.
Orders! Please! I will do it after this quest. Shut up. Please, I'm sorry. Should never have built it. Right, wait, you want me to... Oh, God, wait, I don't... Hang on. Do I need to go grab more of these? I don't know if they give you any in the quest, do they? I generally don't know if they give you any. I'm just going to quickly... I'm just going to go pick some up. I mean, I can still use them anyways. I'm just going to quickly nip over here, grab a couple, and then come back. I don't know. I would assume they give you some in the quests. I would genuinely assume that they do that.
This is how I can help.
I know you can turn off orders, guys. I refuse to turn them off because he's still important to the main story. So I'm not getting rid of him right now.
Do not disappoint me, Hunter.
Where are they? There they are. How many is that? 10. That's 50. That'll do.
What offerings will this item help you bring to the sanctuary?
Nothing, Cephalon. Nothing at all. Be quiet as well. Hunter! Right, okay.
Habitation segment is complete.
Orders! Get me out!
Cannot contain his excitement. You will now operate.
Get me out! Okay.
I don't know if you can make Rel whole again, but whatever you're doing, this disturbance is growing stronger, resisting you. Don't let it stop you. Bring Rel home to the temple.
Okay, sure.
That where Rel is? Has the veil preserved him in cryosleep as the other Tenno were on Kuva?
Oh.
No, we didn't have that option.
Ah. They didn't have that option.
He's listening, but I'm so... Help me.
You can see that he's asking for help now.
It's just you, alone and trapped in a transference loop. Don't give in to these delusions of void exposure. There is no man in the wall.
Don't say that.
They are here, the transference pieces. Track down these manifestations and capture them. It's too strong for the siphon. Try and beat it.
What is it? No, it's not. What are you on about?
Embarrassed. Talking and everyone looks at you. Why are you helping me? You hated me.
Oh my goodness, what is this waypoint? Keep us flowing through this mission, please. I might as well just stay here, no?
Don't let it escape.
Oh, that's Rerolls, sorry.
All the spider eggs are starting to hatch.
Okay, please don't tell me I've actually got to go this way and then you're going to send me back again. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so that should be that as well. Sorry, Ral, I don't mean to keep hitting you, bud.
Why did the babies eat the mother?
Oh, that is sad.
All right.
Bro is excited for the babies to hatch and then they just eat the mother. It's the circle of life. Ah. What? Oh my god, what is how that was actually pretty cool the way that he locked me there. That those chains that you see, chains of Harrow, those chains that you see there's actually pretty cool. I didn't know he actually locked you like that. Ah, this is why I was confused. Wondered why it looked like I was going through the same thing. I'm trying to do it again. Oh, that's actually really cool. I never noticed that detail last time. I'll explain it in a bit. Never noticed that detail. Okay, realm. Yeah, I agree. It's been a lot of fun to kind of go through these quests again because it's a bit of a haze. I did all these quests one time and one time only. So doing them again for the second time after knowing what I know now and where we are is great to backtrack and then try and put some of those pieces together. And again, I'm not the lore stuff. I'm not like the lore channel. I don't know a tremendous. I can't sit here and explain every single thing in detail, but I can explain what is still happening.
There is no evidence of any thing in the void. By my calculations, Rel has lost control of his transference. If we can gather these emotions, I hope he will be himself again. You will need kinetic siphons to trap Rel's emotions. Samaris will have some for sale in the relay.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm actually glad that I did that. So I made a calculated guess there. I made a calculated guess and it paid off. Not too bad. Okay, cool. So we get some more siphons. Off we go.
How could Rel have lived?
Glad I bought a good amount of them. I had just the right amount on the first mission as well.
He didn't. He knew his mortality would undo his purpose, so he gave up his humanity forever. He committed his soul to the undying vessel.
His Warframe.
Yes.
His Warframe.
Commanded we chain it within the depths of the sacred temple, an eternal vigil against the indifference.
And you believed him. You helped him do it.
Yes. After everything you've seen, wouldn't you?
There, Tenno. Trap it. The infestation is fighting the siphon. See if you can damage it.
Shy. Meeting someone new and
Not going to move over there. I'm just going to stay here. Oh, okay. I am going to move over there, but you're going to send me back, right? Yep. Guess I just have to be a little bit more patient.
Don't let it escape.
Is it?
Scared. You look around and Mama's not there.
I'll wait here and it should reset. Did he desecrate you? He had the desecrate animation. Oh, you're gonna send me back. This waypoint is trolling me right now. Okay, we got that as well, so that's another manifestation.
Tired. You run and run until you can't run anymore.
See the chains coming off him like that as well.
Blessed Tenno, Rel has returned to his sacred vessel. I will join him there at once. Please,
Okay.
come, for I fear I haven't got the strength to do what must be done next.
Okay, right. Take him back to the temple. We're gonna join Palladino. Figure the way out here. Oh, they made these tile sets so long. They're just blitzing through this. This way. Alright, here we go. So we go this way and then we're done. Okay, cool. So right, we made a good amount of dead in this, so I think there's only a little bit left, which is actually good timing and good pacing at the moment, so I'm very happy about that. Yes, it's a bit hard to talk too much during this quest as well, because I really want you guys to like listen to all of like the particular cues to go and pick up. It is an important quest.
Habitation segment is complete, and the new room is ready. Orders cannot contain his excitement.
Sorry, I've ruined this quest with him. I apologize. That's just on me. I shouldn't have built a personal segment, but anyways,
Rel's
here we
been
go.
caught in a transference loop for this long. The psychological effects could have been catastrophic. This man in the wall, these delusions, symptoms of the void exposure all Tenno experienced. I hope that Palladino can find peace for Rel, so this never happens again.
Okay, right. So, let's enter the temple. We're going to the void now. Let's try and help him out a little bit here. Body's stressing.
Our temple, our home, his tomb. Come, meet our guiding light.
I'm actually excited. I haven't done this in so long.
This is why you're here, Tenno. It is time for Holy Rel to rest. But I cannot bring myself to do it, to let him go. He's kept us, all of us.
You'll be
safe
fine.
for
Don't
so
worry.
long.
You will be
It's
fine.
time for you to carry on. Release him, Tenno. Destroy the chains that bind the harrowing vessel. He's earned his rest. You may enter here, but only as your true sacred form.
I'm scared. I don't remember any of this. Please don't tell me I got a fight with a motor amp.
Holy Rel, you have sacrificed enough. Pass on your burden and rest. Tenno, destroy the chains. Only your sacred power will damage them.
Which chains do you want me to destroy? Because am I not shooting them? Now I'm just confused. Destroys Harrow's chains. Is that not the chains? Is that other chains? Oh, one of them's colored. Oh god, I can't see it. Chat, which one's colored? I actually need your help here. If it's generally a colored thing, I won't see it. Back, top, back. This one? Can't see the highlighted chain? No, I'm color deficient. I won't see it. Scoot back a little. Right on the back side of his head. This one. Up and right. Oh, that. Oh my god, that's a. Is that a chain? Okay, that's crazy.
Tenno, something's wrong. That's not Rel. That's.
Let's have a little quiet. It's my turn to ask the questions.
Well, love, I told you. You can't pet her that hard. Be gentle or she'll bite. Are you okay, Rel?
I won't let you take me from me.
What have you done to Rel?
Oh! Eliminate the Red Veil Fanatics. Where are they? Oh, God. Don't hurt me. Slow him down. I need to wait for my boat to regen. It's going to take a hot minute. First thing that I can go and do is get them to auto attack. And then as they're auto attacking, slow it. Attack back whilst they're attacking, because otherwise they block my shots and it's kind of annoying. Oh dear. Right, one by one. Slow them down. Yeah, try and let them open up for attacks. So I'm using my second ability to slow them down because I'm on Zenurik. And then just attack whilst they're attacking because they can't defend whilst they're attacking.
Tenno, you need to save him from this. Destroy the chains.
Oh, that's really hard for me to see. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can see him though. I know what I'm looking for now.
How dare you laugh at him? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Don't look away. Look at him. He's not invisible.
Tap, tap. You'll let me in, little piggy.
No amp shenanigans, by the way. Your amps will get better, all right? Remember last episode when I said try and build a better amp? Try and build a better amp. At least the fight's pretty straightforward, so it's not a hard or a bad fight. The hardest thing for me is just seeing the chains, but that's just my eyes. Okay, that's him done. Stop shooting me. Okay, we're good.
Mom is not herself, Rel. I think you should wait with the other kids until they fix the ship. I love you, but you have to go. Go.
That's actually really sad.
But the in kids don't care about the invisible out. If you were alone in that drift, you'd need a friend. Even like me.
Even like me. Oh my god, he hits hard. Ah! He's in Dark Split Sword. Two more. One more. Nope. A lot more. Oh god, a lot more. Oh my god, he does damage. Don't block, please. Alright, these guys should just be fine. He's down. I just realized this is also like our, not really like our first time doing a whole bunch of like operator combat, but not far off our first time like kind of really diving into operator combat on the account, which is nice.
Sacred shadow and righteous blood, blessed Rel, your aged vessel is dust and your chains are broken. Be free.
But the man in the wall, who will?
They will have to. All of them. They owe you this. We all do.
Yeah, I feel...
Go on, Rel. Which one?
This one, Mama. I feel tired.
Good, Rel. You were learning. Well, why don't you have a little rest then?
Okay. Okay, Mama.
And thus unleashed is the man in the wall.
Your habitation segment is complete, and the new room is ready. Orders cannot contain his excitement.
Change the Harrow.
Now, operator.
Right. Orders. Thank you. So, that is Change the Harrow. What just happened? Why is it important? We met a few things there. First of all, we met Rel. Rel is autistic. And due to that, he wasn't affected along... Well, in a weird way, he is kind of affected, but he wasn't affected in the same way that everyone else was affected. What we know of the Zariman 10 ship is all of the adults on the ship go crazy. They go absolutely crazy due to the void exposure. We know about the man on the wall infesting onto the ship. We also know that all of the Tenno got swept off of the ship, essentially in this case saved by Margulis and then going in towards like Lotus. then what we also find out is that there's Rel there who was left behind, and dealing with the emotions that he had to go through, you can see was left with basically the man in the wall constantly using him and being next to him. And the Red Veil is a syndicate that essentially worships Rel. So there's a few pieces going to put in there, but that's why you're using the cards to detect emotions and so forth. Now the change to Harrow is Rel's Warframe. This is Harrow. Harrow is an amazing Warframe. Obviously, he's not flashy in any way, shape, or form. If you're looking for flashiness and just killing everything around the maps and tile sets, it's not Harrow. But Harrow is an amazing support-related Warframe. He's going to give you lots of fire rate. He's going to go and help shields. He's going to go and help buffing weapons and so forth and whatnot. And he can even go ahead and turn the entire team invulnerable at certain situations. So Harrow's amazing Warframe. Love to go ahead and I love that we got his blueprint right now. But to get Harrow is awful. Harrow's components, unlike other components where you like farm bosses and so forth, Harrow's components are in a few different missions. One of them is opening relics. If you open relics, you can get Harrow's chassis. If you go ahead and do spy Kuva or Kuva spy, you can go ahead and get his, I think it's his neuro optics. And if you want to go and get his systems, you have to go and do defection. It's not the nicest of grinds, but in my opinion, I really like Harrow. I'm a big fan of him. He's still one of, in my opinion, one of the best designed Warframes. For what he does and how he synergizes, I love it. So anyways, we are now... Hey, kiddo. So, as we've now unleashed the man in the wall, we're now greeted with this. Hey, kiddo. How you doing, bud? As you can imagine, that's not me. That's not us. And you're going to be frequently well, not frequently, but he's going to be random. He'll pop up on your ship every so often. And if you hear a hey kiddo, he is nearby. And that whole kiddo kind of phrase is something that you want to go and keep an eye on. Lotus did not believe that there wasn't a man in the wall. No, there's a man in the wall. As we can clearly now see, there's a man in the wall, and we got to start learning who is this man, why is this important, and where do we start doing it, and like what's going on. So but we'll get to that slowly and surely. We'll go and get to that. So that's the Chains of Harrow done there. Damn, I forgot how good that quest is. Genuinely, that's such a good quest. Let me see what I'm on now. So story, Apostasy prologue. We did change the Harrow, install the personal. So here we go. We're now going to go and do the personal quarters segment. Okay. All right. Wait. Oh, I guess it's already claimed. So if I go down here, so the idea is you'll have the personal quarter segment. You need to go and build it. Once you've built it inside your orbiter, you don't need to claim it. It will end up here. This door is now open. We now have access to the personal quarters.
Shabby, yes? Ordis hopes the operator enjoys this new room.
So we can go ahead and install the personal quarters. I'm just trying to think where you install it. One can only assume it's this, and then we touch that. I'm just going to double check. Okay, I don't want to jump the gun real quick. So yes, we're going to go ahead and touch this. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where are we? What just happened? I thought we were doing personal quarters. We were. The personal quarters just got even more personal. Yes, that is.
Do something. Get me out of here.
Got Margulis again popping up. That's really interesting. Margulis's name comes up, I believe, in blue, right? But Ballas's name doesn't. That's really interesting.
If you recant, maybe...
You lied to me, Ballas. You're no different than the rest of them.
Monoliths, please forgive me. Honored Seven, we have gathered here today to carry out the sentencing of our comedian Margulis. You face the Jade Light. Recant, and we will grant a merciful death.
My daughters, my sons, I want you to know my last thoughts are of you.
The voice. It's the voice that does it. There's so much going on here right now. I'm going to pick up a little bit from what we do know of. We have met Margulis. We have met Ballas. We know of their names. We heard of them in Second Dream going in towards War Within. We know that Margulis protected the Tenno. The voice. The Jade Light is like an execution service. And right now she's facing the Seven and she will not recant. She wants to protect the Tenno.
How long have we waited for this moment?
Forgive me.
Uh-oh.
For what? I am not who you think I am.
But of course you are. Imprisoned, just as she was.
Ballas.
I will not abandon you again, Margulis.
Story change. Well, there goes our guide. Wow. Lotus is Margulis? Lotus is Natar? What is happening, right? What is happening? And now we meet Ballas for the very first time. Apostasy Prologue. We're going towards it. An offering of gratitude. This is to do with Rel and Paladino. Wait, I'm actually stuck. Haha, I'm clever. Right, Apostasy Prologue done. Sacrifice next. You think you can bug me out? No, I'm the king of bugs, all right? Don't you dare. Don't you dare try and get me out of that. Okay, so if that does go and pop up, best thing to go and do is try and just find another interaction menu. Always look for that because you can override it. So if we now go back down towards our personal quarters, we have Lotus's helmet right here. Margulis's helmet? Nitar's helmet? We got so much to figure out. But yes, as you can see, you can't go ahead and touch that part over there. You can go kneel here, you're just kneeling. But this is your personal quarters. What is your personal quarters? It's your personal quarters. Like, what do you want from me? Decorate it how you want to. You've got an entire new area to go mess about with things. And yes, you can even go put fish in here. So if you've got some fish, you can put some fish in here. You can make this be your loadout. So if you've got loadouts, you can go ahead and just make your, so right now this is my only loadout, so that's what I look like right now, but I can go put a loadout in there if I want to. So I want to go and put Harrow and like a I don't know, and a Vectus. I could go and put that in there. There you go. All right, so you can just decorate how you want to, and you can customize it here as well. You can go and do different stencils, go and change it all. Different vignettes. This kind of, like, as you can see here, you can put different things in here as well. There's like articulars that you can go ahead and get, which are like kind of figurines and so forth, that you can go and just pop in here and decorate. Or you can go and just put the aquarium in here and put even more fish in there, you know, whatever you want to go and do. So that's your personal quarters. Decorate it how you want to, okay? And then Lotus's helmet here, that's going to be important for us as well, all right? So the next quest is the sacrifice. Is the sacrifice. So I guess we just keep them rolling, right? We just keep them rolling. Yeah, we just keep them rolling. So all right, we're really getting there, huh? Let's go. Examine. Oh, I forget how good this quest is. Oh, this is going to be a bop. This is actually going to be a bop. Let's go examine Lotus's helmet. Okay.
How all you want. It won't bring him back.
Is that Excalibur? What is Excalibur? Umbra?
But you cannot defy your creator.
Oh god.
Even I make mistakes. Like you.
So what in the world did we just witness there? Umbra, Ballast, there's sentience there. What is going on? And what in the world was that thing at the end? Oh no, don't bug, please don't bug. How do I fix this one? Please don't bug, please don't bug. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go do... I'll try to, if it doesn't work on the operator, I'm gonna do a... What happened? Am I on a different account? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. So I think this is currently a bug. I'm going to do a capture mission. I think I can. That's not supposed to be like that. So I think if you just give me 2 seconds, I think I can fix it by forcing the capture mission and then coming back. Okay, that's unfortunate. Sorry, guys. This is a great quest. If this does bug, at least I can try and show you guys what I would do to fix it. So I'm going to try one of 2 things. I'm going to force a different mission. Oh, this is important as well. You notice Lotus? She looks very, very different there. Because technically, she's not around anymore. Right? As we saw that there. So we know that she's kind of gone. But we still need like dialogue and lines and so forth. So she's still a guide. From Apostasy Prologue. So we still got the same dialogue as usual, but you see that Lotus is now different. So if you ever see someone else's Lotus look like this, you know roughly where they are, alright? Okay, let me see if this fixes it. If this doesn't fix it, I'm gonna have to like Alt F4 if I hope that fixes it as well. Hopefully this fixes it. Please. Please fix it. Might have done it. Hey, got bugs, baby. Why am I watching this again?
How all you want? It won't bring him back.
Yeah, alright. I'll let it play. At least we get a second time to admire it.
But you cannot defy your creator. Even I make mistakes, like you.
Operator, are you all right?
Ah.
Your delta waves fight for a moment. Ever since she abandoned you was taken,
Okay.
this was just what you need. A comforting memory from my data store.
Ordis.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We fixed it.
This is who you really are, a Tenno. More than human, but once a child like any other. What do you
That's
remember?
enough, Ordis. Scan for sentient energy on Earth. Recent activity.
I don't think... Oh, what's this? Marking on navigation. How did you know? Oh, Ordis, this is the operator we're talking about.
Okay, right. Okay, so it was just a bit of a weird bug that we had there, but that's all fixed. We're good to go ahead and keep going. So let's investigate sentient energy. Let's go. Right, so let's jump on in.
But there is something.
Oh, we got ghouls here.
Ghouls. Something must have disturbed their incubation sacs. A disgusting life cycle.
Right, let's go straight towards this and then this.
Just a bug-addled cephalon, but if you ever need to talk, Orders will be happy to hear how depressed you are.
Shoot out with void damage. And wait for this door to open. I wonder if I can get any good mods off them. Put our new Xenuric focus school to work right now. I've got slice and feathers. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Tools do a lot of toxin damage as well, so do be careful. Make sure you try and bring like vitality mods, stuff like that, when you first start fighting them. Alright, we don't need to stick around. We can just keep going. And this is the courtyard where we saw the cutscene just moments ago.
Did the Lotus show you?
I don't know, but I think she wants me to see this. I'll scan the scene. Check for Warframe traces.
Oh god. Is this a scanning thing? Right, we have got... Oh, I just actually scan. My bad. It's like helmet.
Of Warframe composition. I am not familiar with this design.
We scan this. We can scan the weapon.
This blade may predate everything in your arsenal. Very faint traces of mineral exposure.
Something over there. Scan that.
Most crude. If you can get another scan, I may be able to synthesize a part.
There is something else here. We can hear the beeping telling us that there's still something else here.
I know what you're going through with the Lotus.
No?
Remember how you abandoned me? Look at how angry, happy I am now.
I know there's one more on the top left, but
we'll find her.
yeah, we will find her, bud. Okay, what I'm gonna go and do here is I'm just gonna do this. So remember these like tips that I always taught you guys with, you know, when you guys do like trank rifles on animal conservation, I always tell you guys, if you're scanning areas and it's struggled to go and see things, always go ahead and hide behind something that's considered like dark and then look through it so that you can see it a lot easier. Because if I do that and I do this, it's way harder to see where it is. So try and hide behind things and use that to your advantage.
Processing. I have extraction ready. I think you should hurry.
Sure, let's do it. There's a Soma cord. There's a Soma cord. We haven't really explained Soma cords, but these are now that you've unlocked the personal segment, personal quarters, you can go and get Soma cords now. You don't really have to go and scan them if you don't want to, but basically it just allows you to go and get like themes within your personal assistant, personal quarters.
I may have underestimated ghoul intelligence. Expect resistance toward the extraction zone.
Oh, we're fine. We are fine. Just run to the extract. You don't need to go and take anything else on here. Yay. Right, mission complete there. I need to get slice and feathers out of that. It wouldn't be too bad if I can get like Quasis or something, so I could use that a bit more, but not many things I'm going to end up using with those slice and feathers, not on this account. Right, okay, so we've got that done. Now we need to go and check our foundry.
I've reconstructed what I could. Check your foundry.
Excalibur Umbra.
Uncertain if any Tenno has linked with this design. The transference bolt seems different, but we cannot build this without more data.
So,
What about Lua?
hold on.
You said there were traces on the weapon.
Right. One step ahead, aren't you, operator? Marking on navigation.
So, yeah, you know how in Warframe, we spoke about how like different weapons have different names, and when it comes towards Warframes, you basically have just Tenno related Warframes, you have like Oracle related Warframes, which is essentially their primes, and then you have like something prime and whatever, you get the idea. So when a new Warframe comes out, it's just a new Warframe. Way later down the line, couple years, 2-3 years down the line as well, you'll end up getting a prime version of that Warframe. Well, then there's something called Excalibur Umbra. So Excalibur Prime, as we spoke about in the past, was it and is still a Warframe that you will never be able to obtain. So to all of the Excalibur mains, sad face. However, Excalibur Umbra, as of how it stands right now, is the only Umbra in the game. So instead of you guys being able to pick up Excalibur Prime, you actually get an Excalibur Umbra. And we'll cover a little bit more about him when we go ahead and clearly try and craft him, okay? But yes, this is Excalibur Umbra. He is currently the only Umbra inside the game, all right? So rejoice, Excalibur mains, okay? It's not all downhill, all right? It's not all downhill.
Are you sure you want to build this Warframe?
Absolutely.
Dangerous.
What I saw, what the Lotus showed me. This Warframe knew Ballas. It tried to attack him.
What? The Warframes are transference-controlled battle envoys for the operator to command. I don't understand.
That's kind of important.
This one is different.
Interesting. Am I going to be able to show you guys drift mods right now? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys drift mods right now. Let's see.
An Oracle cipher. Impossible to bypass. They use mnemonic code glyphs drawn directly from your memory. Perhaps search the area?
So, have a little look around and so we can go ahead and find some of these codes on things.
Curious. These markings seem fresh.
That's one of them there.
Another. Is that a plague symbol there?
The order may be important for the cipher.
I don't know if I actually have to recall this order, so I'm just going to go double check. Give me a second. I'm just going to call that P because it looks like a P to me, and then P, and then I'm just going to say freebies. So P freebies, and then freebies. I don't even know what that looks like. I'm just going to call it flower. Wait, does that lock? Oh, it's already shown what it is for me, has it? Just need the flower now. That one. There we go. Oh, okay. It already it memorized the order at the top of the cipher. I didn't know if it did that or not. I couldn't remember. So I didn't actually remember that. So, okay, at least you don't actually have to remember that part. It'll do it for you. Oh, mimics.
What are these? Some new sentient design?
An old design. Mimics. Sentient mimics. These haven't been seen since the old war.
Gee, I wonder what that is.
How did mimics get to the origin system?
If you play enough, you'll just recognize tile sets and where things spawn anyways. So then when you see it, it's like, well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? You see how, like, I was like, there's not a locker normally there. Like, okay. Way more to do on this one. No worries. Let's go find out where this is then. So there's one there.
Memorize it.
Again, thankfully we don't need to memorize it because it will go ahead and show it above the hacking cipher. There's that one there.
Look, a different marking beside it.
I'm really grateful how like lenient it is when I look in the direction to find where the symbol is. Like sometimes I'm barely even looking and it just instantly marks it for me, which is really, really nice. So you don't have to spend ages like staring at a wall being like, is this it? Like that. Very, very good actually. Right, let's get this last one. There's that as well.
Now, to figure out the correct ordering.
And thankfully we don't need to memorize that, so let's just get over here. Not going to be attacked by anything though. Okay, cool. So I just look at the top here, and this is what I'm looking for. So to start off with, I'm looking for the I call this the flower right now. I'm looking for whatever that is that matches. Then this one, I'm looking for that. That's correct. So I can't actually see which one I'm highlighting. This one, wait, hang on, that into that, right? Oh wait, hang on, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Sorry, I can't see which one I've got highlighted, but that's just my eyes. Oh no, so I think, do I ignore those ones? Okay, just let me problem solve this and figure it out. Are they different colors? Five here.
You have all the codes, but the order seems wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. Don't worry. I understand that. I'm just trying to figure it out. Sorry, just 2 seconds. I don't know if I just need one of the... So I was going to go like, I just take one of the two in here and one of the two in there. That doesn't lean, and that doesn't match up with that. That doesn't match up with that. Interesting. It's not a color thing, is it? I just noticed I've got that symbol twice is what I have got. I've got that symbol twice as well. So is it this? Oh no, I've got that symbol twice as well. Or is it anything to do with me having multiple symbols? Let's try. Let's see if it's to do with multiple symbols. Let's do this. Let's do...
I have a partial solution, operator.
Hey.
Try this.
What did he do? I don't even know what you just span. Okay, he's locked. Okay, so I was going to be wrong on that. That's going over here. I don't know why that is. Oh, I didn't. Did I actually do that in order? Did I? Oh, it wasn't to do with order. Okay, well, now he's confused me even more because I had a structure, but now and I can't rotate 1 and 3. So now I'm just even more confused. Was it actually to do in order? Because if it was, then I didn't pay attention to order. I was just going to pay attention to this because I thought it memorized. Odyssey thrown me off. I kind of wish you didn't do that because I'm confused. So this is here and that is there, but this is... And then that's there. Not gonna lie, he might as well just solve it for me at this point. The pairs are in orders, yeah, but like that and that. That one's locked in. Is it not that then? No? Because then that would be backwards. Oh, so then it's that. I won't lie to you, that didn't make any sense to me. I kind of wish he didn't rotate it because I probably would have figured it out and explained it, but now I don't know how to explain it because he rotated it. Hang on. Does somebody want to actually explain that to me so I can say it out loud so when people's watching this, they understand that? Because I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't understand that. Him rotating threw me off. What was the actual way to do it? It was the overlapping symbols? What do you mean by overlapping? So some of the symbols just overlap. right? But then, you know, in the order, why did the one on the right be the one on the left? You see what I'm saying? So like, you know how like there were all of them at the top on the right hand side, so then it was just down there. The symbols are in a pair like A, B, C, D, B, C, and then the code is A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm genuinely confused. I really wish Orders didn't rotate it. I'm genuinely thrown off right now. I apologize. If you guys get it on the VODs and you guys understand it, excellent. Forgive me. I'm gonna try and figure it out. I kind of just wouldn't mind doing it again. So I'm hoping I get another hack in a minute. Right, I'm not a theoretical learner here, so I'm sorry. You guys are explaining it really well. Well done, guys. I kid you not. I love you. It's not sitting in here. I'm a practical learner. I'm not a theoretical learner. So I'm reading what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, but it's not clicking. Until I do it, I won't understand it. Does that make sense? I'm a practical learner. I don't get it. So thank you guys. Thank you for explaining it. Like, so many of you guys understand that. That's great. Okay, as long as you guys understand it, excellent. But I need to make sure I can explain that a bit better. So I'm hoping I can get another cipher in a moment, and I can kind of just do it again. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm searching a lab. Oh. Why? Can't say anything there. What am I searching the lab for right now? So I'm thrown off with the cipher. Anything up here? What am I searching the lab for? Oh. Oh, this is what I'm searching the lab for. Thankfully, I can hear that prompt. So you walk past it, you hear that. That's what I'm looking for. That one.
It is with the greatest of risk that I commit this recording. The codices within reveal the hidden weakness of your most feared enemy. My creations, my frames of war.
These frames of war.
A Vitruvian. This is rare Orokin technology. Incredible it survived this long. You should destroy it immediately.
What? No.
Yeah, we kind of need that now.
But it's locked to a new set of codes. I'm bringing it back for analysis.
I was afraid you'd say that.
What did you expect, my guy? What did you expect? Do I get more ciphers? Does anyone in chat know? I really want to do the cipher part. It's bothering me that I've like failed it. I don't like that. Does anyone know if I get more ciphers? Always wait till later. If by at the end of the quest I don't get another cipher, I guess when the quest is ended we'll go over the thing. So if someone's playing alongside this with me as well, then just I would say kind of, oh God, I would say skip ahead in the video, but like try not to spoil yourself by skipping ahead. But I do want to make sure that I do want to make sure I can try and explain those ciphers a little bit better.
This may have belonged to Ballas. He's our only way to the Lotus. Please, Ordis.
You had to say please, didn't you?
Oh.
Ordis, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. To say no and mean it, even if it is the operator.
Ordis?
I have been upgraded, Starchild. Your Warframe blueprint now has the required data. Check Foundry.
Okay, that's terrifying. Excalibur Umbra, here he is. So you'll need a little bit of Kuva. I guess that's good. You get the exact amount of Kuva that you need from that mission though, so that's nice. And then nanospores, Orokin cells, and then alloy plates. Let's go and craft them. Lovely.
From little things, big things grow, dreamers. I believe in you all.
Nora, shut up. Right, Excalibur Umbra, already maxed out and mastered right now, which is kind of nice going to see. So yeah, here we go. A little bit different than a normal Warframe.
Good morning, old friend. I'm afraid the disease has taken your voice, but we've prepared the finest serums to treat you. Shall we pass the time with a game of Comey, like old times?
Please tell me I don't have to win Comey.
You remember this game, don't you? Think you'll move in the board's senses. Oh, this. I've had them fit you with a transference bolt in honor of our history together. And look who hasn't left your side since you took ill. Look at him, old man. Look at your son.
Can he hear me? Father? It's me, Isa. Do you remember me?
Of course he remembers you, young Dax. Which will make this reunion all the more tragic when you watch him die.
He can't hear him saying that.
Ordis. What happened?
The Warframe I warned you not to build, that you built anyway, caused a massive transference overload and damaged my precepts. It has escaped out into the system.
When I linked to it, there was something there. A memory.
Warframes are transference proxies for the Starchild. They do not have memories.
Well, this one does. Might be why it's unstable. Ordis, let me look at the Vitruvian.
That's one. Blasphemy.
What led us here? You did, you vile blasphemies. Machines thinking, breeding. You were to bear us a new, promised land. But when you arrived at that distant world, you knew that in time, we would bring ruin to it as well, as we had to Earth. And so it was, we came to war.
I love this music.
Ordis, we need to track that Umbra Warframe.
Done, Starchild.
Everything's different. Everything's different. Right, launch next mission. Right.
Starchild, are you seeking revenge for its damage to me?
No.
Will you destroy this Umbra Warframe?
Want it, no?
The codes are in his memory. If I can get close, I'll go in again and try to recover them. Key to finding the Lotus. I can feel it.
Them lockdown protocols.
There it is. Approach with caution.
Well, there's Umbra. It's a bit weird seeing a Warframe kind of just do all of this. I've got to stun him with the voice thing. Ah! Stop. And try and transference. We're back. My move. So Comey. Surround the enemy stones to capture them. Block the enemy from surrounding your own stones. You cannot block or surround stones using diagonal placements. Capture 3 stones to win a match. Immediately after a capture, you cannot place a stone in the same spot which the stone was captured. Hint, an enemy stone is about to be captured. Place your stone below it.
Finally.
Oh, I didn't actually know if that did work if I cornered myself there. So now that I know how that works, I'm fine. Let's take the center of the board again.
Curious.
He's trying to set me up over here, but I don't want to let him set me up over there. The lines that connect, right? Otherwise he will just take that one. But I think if I put it here, can he not just take those anyways?
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm taking my time. I also don't know if I put this here, can he just take that dead and he just takes that? Because it's not diagonal. This corner's a bit weird. Again, I don't think I can take that, can I? I don't know. Yeah, no, I can't. I just wanted to double check if I could. I think if I play here, it's going to be a little bit awkward. And I think if I play here, it's also awkward because I don't know if you can take it.
Your turn.
I'm going to play it safe and just take this for now. But he does take that, right? Oh, so he can't take that. Interesting. can't remember if mine have to connect, no? Because you have to fully surround, don't you? But I don't have the full surround. I guess the idea is I want to take this. This might be, this is like a, you know, like the, oh yeah, he stopped it. I was gonna say, you know, like the Connect 4 kind of thing. This might be like an oversight where you're overthinking. Can't surround that, can I? Can surround that though. So then that takes that one.
Game. I'll never forget the time I finally beat him. But now I'm thinking he just let me win.
Oh, we're gonna play again.
I see.
I don't know if taking the middle is actually a smart idea, but we'll take it anyways. Can I match that? I'm gonna try something here. Might not work.
I'm waiting. Make your play.
I won't take that. Ah! Okay, I wanted to try and see if I could match the pace over there, but I couldn't. Damn, I gave him the corner, didn't I? I didn't think that one through. I have to place there, right? Otherwise he just takes that. So it doesn't matter if he fills that in, right? Because then that's fine.
Curious.
Oh, other way round. I didn't think of it like that. 1 second. Okay, we're fine. No, we're drawing. I shouldn't take middle, maybe.
You served with distinction, old Dax. We commissioned a portrait in your
Should have done it the other way
there
round,
on
not
the
that way
wall.
round.
The sentient battle at Hall. I can't imagine. You were awarded the Lua Cross for valor.
Will you follow in your father's path?
Of course.
He will. And his children will. You see, these are the stakes of this little game. Each stone I capture will be another, and another, and another, culled from your subversive bloodline. You thought you could outplay me? I've had lifetimes to plan my defection. You spied on me, intercepted my communications. But I saw your move long before you took it. And so, we come to the consequences.
Father, you all right?
No!
Please, do something for him.
Balance is evil, man. Balance is evil.
I couldn't breathe.
Somehow you are inverting the flow. Not from tenor to Warframe, but Warframe to tenor. There may be residual effects. Return to the show.
Right, we can dip from that. There's one thing about Comey. I'm not the best Comey player. But if there's one thing I'll always see about Comey, there's always someone who's just barking instructions at you. such a weird game that people just get so serious about. Unbelievable. Right. Go this way. I think Ballas is a pretty cool character. Very evil, but pretty cool. I like that eyes and being able to hear anything right there as he talks to you in a completely different way, you know? I think Comey's a fun game. I just... Warframe nerds are just something else, man. Right, let's access the third one. It's that one there, right?
Our hubris shone like a black star. For our technology, our war machines were your kin. How easily you turned them against us. We were forced to older means. Not circuits, nor light, but flesh and disease. Our horrors passed. Our ravaged outer colonies became gardens. We cultured the infestation, conceiving of a hybrid, transformed, but only just. The Helminth was created, born to yield these new warriors, worthy of battle against you, the great and terrible Harrow.
So this is where we're starting to learn about how Ballas is trying to lean into infestation. It's going to create like new technology to go and win the fight of the old war, which was the Oricon versus the Sentients, and Harrow is being mentioned there as well.
We took our greatest, volunteers or not, and polluted them with these cultured reagents. They transformed. They became infested.
And that's important. And that's what you're kind of seeing what's happening on the bed there.
But only just. Their skin blossomed into sword steel. Their organs interlinked with untold resilience. Yet their minds were free of the infested madness. Or so we thought.
So we thought.
We set them upon the battlefield. Biodrones under our command.
So this is learning a bit about the history as well that we're seeing with Excalibur Umbra.
The Warframes, all of them failures. Surprised? They turned on us, just as you did. And so we had no choice but to commit them to grave. This is all you know, Harrow. But there is a hidden half, a secret that lies within a place forbidden to you and your kind.
The Void.
I speak of the Void.
Where sentients are not allowed. So.
Child, repairs continue. Allow me to test vestigial precepts for a moment. Like caring. Operator, you need to stop this. You could suffer permanent harm from Umbra's memory. What if you internalize all this?
I feel like he's leading me to the truth about Ballas. Right now, it's all I have to go on.
So we gotta go on. We just gotta keep going. Let's keep pursuing Umbra. So let's keep going right now. So yeah, we're learning more about how the Oricon are now tampering with infested technology to fuse.
Ballas must be tracking Umbra now. I'm detecting increased sentient presence in the area.
Since the Tenno turned on them during that old war. Ah. So now we're just following the steps of Excalibur Umbra as he slaughters everything.
clear of those mimics.
Okay, we're going to get rid of the enemies now, if we can. Oh, mimics. That's one. That's two.
They are here somewhere.
Rare corpus container. Yeah, I would have loved that. Get rid of all the... Oh, there's one more.
Lockdown ended. Very good. Now, where is that Warframe?
No idea. Let's keep chasing him.
There he is, operator. The Umbra.
Ah! Complete Umbra shields. Oh no, this isn't what I think. Oh no, I have to use the moat amp. Is he not affected by... Oh my god, the stagger. This is gonna take a hot minute. Oh my god, he's actually just whooping me right now. Oh, the moat amp is not good for this. I can't slow him in any way. However, can he get onto things like this? Cannot. Alright. We just use this to our advantage right now. Oh wait, hang on. There's an L2 barrel there. Come here. Not affected by that? You're just not affected by anything, huh? Oh, the stagger is insane. Oh, this fight is brutal with a moat amp. I don't mind it. It's just the stagger. I need to like try and iframe him a little bit so when I see him switch. Hang on. If I shoot through the shields, I might go ahead and actually get more damage to my operator. I'm going to put that there as well. 300, 700s, right? If I now shoot here without the shields. 200s, yeah. If I just go and shoot through the shields, I actually go ahead and get this done quicker. I'm doing way more damage now. Well, doesn't help if he goes through the shields. What is... Oh, wait. Almost got his shields down. That's his shields down. Oh my god, the stagger in this fight is insane. Stop! I need to sling him. Got it. The stagger in this fight is insane. Yeah, I'm glad I have Volt once again. We can see the rooms becoming like more infested as we keep going.
Trouble concentrating, old friend? Look at all the Comey stones I've taken. This one, a brother. These three, his children.
I don't mind if I lose these. I'm just gonna try and...
All of these gone to the Jade Light.
I put that there, he puts it there, right? Does this work if I put it here, or if he just put one there? Does it just capture it? I don't know if stones can be, because it says surround enemy stones to capture them. Cannot block or surround stones using diagonal placements. Yeah, so the stones have to connect, right? So they have to be like this. It's like, let's say that like I gave him that, right? Does that and that, those aren't technically connected. He'd have to go here and here, no? I'm gonna mess about with it. I assume that this is not the right thing to do. He needs an inhaler. Why did I read chat?
Father.
So no, it doesn't. That's fine.
Do you remember your Shazin? Remember how you'd sing to us? Smiles from Jiran?
Oh, sorry.
Fine instrument.
I might. Shalzin.
How thoughtful to remind him of his better days. Come now, your move. Only a few stones left.
Well, at least I know I don't have to win, so...
Isa,
Oh, I guess it's
like
telling
your
me to win,
father
but...
still has his sharp wit.
My father understands the game better than anyone.
Wrong, Isa. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yet you couldn't understand why I give my secrets to our enemy. How could I betray my own kind? But you have never had to sacrifice your love for faith. Imagine to live forever with only one memory. Seeing the one you love die.
That would suck.
But you would have to imagine a lovingly cultured infestation swarms within your blood. Your transformation has begun, reshaping you into a sacred surrogate of the unholy Tenno. A Warframe with but a single, burning memory. It is a miracle. But all miracles require sacrifice.
How am I looking down? I can't move up. Okay. All miracles require a sacrifice. He said it. He said the thing.
He's gonna kill him.
Who's going to what?
Valis. He's going to kill his
son.
Son. Isa.
But aren't these memories, Operator? You cannot undo what has been done.
Let's progress. Right. There's not much to talk about here. It's going to fill this part in. We just go and get to the next part. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Umbra's memories right now. We know that Umbra is, at this point, being infested by Valis at this point as well. And then we just need to learn a bit more. Well, we saw a Shalzin, which is kind of cool. So access the fourth Vitruvian entry, which is this one here, Tenno. So what secrets and what knowledge does he have about the Tenno?
Before the vain faith, our people held dualism as truth.
Ah.
That all things were of two parts, mind and body, consciousness and matter, of our world and the void. It was from there that our answer finally came.
So that you see in the background there, that is the Zariman 10 ship. That is the Zariman 10 ship.
Distorted by vague horrors, we kept the Zariman survivors within a secret reservoir. They were the missing half. Transference linked. The Warframe's the body, and they the mind. I give you now the coordinates and codes to this place. But do not underestimate these devils, Harrow. They did what we could not. We had created monsters we could.
I know what I have to do.
Operator?
I don't need to hear it. I lived it. Prepare the landing craft, Ordis. I'm going in. Myself.
I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does.
Oh, it does, baby. Oh, it does. Confront Umbra. Oh, dearie me. Would have been better if I had a better amp than Moat, but here we are.
Please reconsider. You know how dangerous this is. The sentients will be here in force. This is why you bring a Warframe to these things.
My Warframe is here. I just have to find it.
There he is, Operator. The Umbra.
I'm sorry. Just poke him a little bit, like. No! I am going to lose this fight so much. Slash tick, don't kill me, please. Oh, don't tell me. You can get up here. Can you get on this? That's good. That's very good. Stay there. Stay there. Good Umbra. You might be an Umbra, but I'm a Clarke, baby. Now I can stun him. Miss. No! No! Get off me! Got ya. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm going to try and use verticality to my advantage.
You have relived this moment countless times, but our minds are linked now. We'll face this together. This poison he's giving you, it has taken your will away. You are a victim as much as your son.
He's still just playing Comey.
Sorry, Isa. The time has come.
We are together.
I am honored to be your son.
Alice did this. Not you.
Don't worry, old friend. I'm not going to kill your boy. You are.
Father? Father!
Oh, I forgot how good this is.
Remember your jargon? I'll never forget the time I finally beat him. Father, you alright?
We had created monsters we couldn't control. We drugged them, tortured them, eviscerated them. We brutalized their minds, but it did not work. Until they came. And it was not their force of will, not their void devilry, not their alien darkness. It was something else. It was that somehow, from within the derelict horror, they had learned a way to see inside an ugly, broken thing. And to take away its pain.
So we got the different methods that we can take down here as well. Wrath, acceptance, or emptiness. I'll be going with acceptance.
We accept this memory and move beyond its reach.
Right. We are now Excalibur Umbra.
Operator, you did it!
We did.
Transference signal is clean, synchronized with that Warframe.
Mark a path to extraction. We've got one last mission before this is done.
Marking, but I'm detecting a mass
Now,
of sentient forces converging.
something that's interesting about Excalibur Umbra, there's going to be two things here. But the first thing I want to go and show you.
Let them come.
If you started with Excalibur, his second ability is now different. It's now a radial howl. It's still relatively the same in terms of what it's doing, but it's animated differently. Excalibur's ability, his second ability, is called Radial Blinds. This one's called Radial Howl. It's got a jelly passive there. Can I check to see if I can show the other thing? I can. The other thing about Excalibur Umbra is that he is his own person. And he will fight for me. He's your bodyguard now. He's your pal. He's your buddy. He'll be the only frame that's doing this. He's also dying, so I need to go and play. He's also dying, so I need to kind of get back right now. There we go. So yeah, two new things about Excalibur Umbra. There is another thing about him, but we will get to that when I can kind of show it. But yes, he has now, his second ability went from Radial Blind to Radial Howl, and if you leave the transference from him, he will essentially just turn into like a specter and fight for you. The third thing I will be able to show in a moment.
Operator, we have no idea what Ballas is capable of. Please, reconsider this. Why would you risk it?
Ordis, I'd like to hear her.
Yes. Yes, of course. Accessing data store. Which should I play?
Oh, that's actually really cool. We're keeping this one balanced, so I'm always mostly picking middle options just for this account, so I'm going to be going with Dream, but oh, that's actually really cool.
Dream, not of what you are, but of what you want to be.
Operator, there is much to be done. Please consult the navigation console.
Let's return to Earth. At least we get to go ahead and help Excalibur Umbra face it together, right? Could imagine that he's reliving that moment multiple times like
I
that.
was waiting for you, but I'm detecting powerful signals emanating from the courtyard. They are calling out for reinforcements across the entire system. You don't have long.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Let's get there quick. If we don't need to fight them, we don't need to fight them. We just keep moving. Okay, I'm stuck. Back into the courtyard we go.
I tried to release you from your torment, but it seems those devils rebuilt you.
Yeah, we're the devil.
What have you done with her? Palace, where is the Lotus?
Has the wolf become a dog? Is this Umbra or some Tenno?
Both.
Then both will burn.
I should be better off using my head here because I think it's stronger. Focus on taking all of these out. Take your time whenever you're fighting them.
Stop.
Quite the match for Ballas, yeah.
You think you can defy me? Not even your Tenno devil can.
Or
I created you.
this was inevitable. The cycle is broken. Squirm like the maggot you are. Oh, it's hard to not pick that option right now, but I'm going to keep going balanced.
This was inevitable.
Yes. Yes. She has foreseen it.
Where is she? Where is the Lotus?
I am here, Tenno.
What a twist this is.
What have they done to you?
Nothing. This is what I am.
Drifting, gone beyond the Greek star. Mother, I am coming home.
Mother. Currently bugged, but it's fine. I knew it was going to take me out, but I couldn't move. Mother, I am coming home. Uh-oh.
I saw her, Ortis.
What a twist.
It wasn't her, was it?
No. I don't know. But I'm going to find out.
Conclusion.
A new quest is available in your codex.
The sacrifice. So, big quest just happened there. We have gone from just 2-3 episodes ago, we learned about Natah. We learned that Natah is the history of Lotus. Then we came to Second Dream. We learned that we are the Tenno. Then it came to War Within, and we learned that we're actually much more than just Tenno. And Natah is... So Lotus is kind of like... Well, Lotus is saving us, protecting us from, like, the Second Dream, from all of the sentience and being destroyed and so forth. We know that Margulis protected us as well, and we heard about Ballas. We then moved from War Within into Chains of Harrow. We learned more about Rel. We learned more about the Man in the Wall. We then moved from Rel into and Chains of Harrow into Apostasy Prologue, where we now go ahead and see Ballas meets Lotus, but recognizes her as Margulis. So now we're confused between Margulis, Lotus, and Natah. We then go from that into the sacrifice, and we orders, please. We then go from that into the sacrifice, and as we're now in towards the sacrifice, we don't know what's going on. We now see Natah, Margulis, Lotus. What is happening? But she doesn't seem friendly anymore, and it's quite a twist. On top of that, we have now got Excalibur Umbra, and we're helping him, I guess, kind of recover from that absolute manic that he went through, and just constantly reliving that memory of the infestation polluting him. So this is your very first, and as of right now and how it stands, your only Umbra in Warframe. Now, I told you that not only is his ability different as well, not only is he a Spectre, but am I going to get an inbox, or do I just show this as it is? There we go. Oh. I don't know why I got the ha-has. Welcome to Umbral mods. Not just Umbral mods will you go ahead and get, but welcome also to sacrificial mods. Now, this is really helpful for us because this is going to turn into my strongest weapon by a long shot for now. So we'll start off with the Umbral mods really quickly. The Umbral mods, as we can see, if I take a Vitality here, let's see if I can just remove these for a second. I'll cover those in a second. This is where he introduces something else. So a Vitality right here, when maxed out, will give us 100% health. The Umbral Vitality, not only will it give us 100% health here, but also going to give us something called Tau Resistance, which is the next thing that Excalibur Umbra starts to introduce you towards. Tau. Tau is the faction there is mostly all of the sentience. So we can get Tau Resistance, and then the sacrificial mods will go and give us Tau or bonus damage to essentially sentience, or bonus damage to Tau, if you will. So you can see if you are struggling against the sentience and you're looking for a Warframe or something else going to take them down, you will go ahead and be introduced to these mods. Sacrificial, actually, we'll cover that in a moment. So another thing about these mods and the way that these mods work, as opposed to just a Vitality mod, as you can see, I can only take one or the other. A Vitality mod is just Vitality. Umbral mods get stronger the more of them you use together. You see how that's 55% health? You see how that's 24% ability strength? That's now 30% ability strength. That's now 71% health. If I take that off, 71, 30, put that in, 71, 99, 30, 42. So these mods actually get stronger when you use them in a set together. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. These mods are quite expensive as well. They're 16 drain, 1/6. So when you max these mods out, they're going to be worth quite a lot. You'll also go ahead and notice as well, over here, there is a new polarity coming through called Umbra. And this is the Umbra polarity as well. Okay? So there will also be that. But in order to go ahead and get an Umbra polarity, we need something called an Umbra former. So we've learned about formers. We've learned about I think I've I taught aura formers? But you can do universal formers as well, only for auras. And then we also got Umbra formers. So that's kind of everything that you need to know all in together there and about how that works. Umbra Intensify, for where it stands today, you can still use this stuff. It's fine. But don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. If you want to go and use this in your build, go ahead and use it. I will tell you something though. Umbra Intensify is very, very good. And in my opinion, it outranks the other two. Quite a lot of builds that we've been using over the last few years will actually use an Umbra Intensify on its own. So Umbra Intensify works a little bit different than Umbra Vitality and Umbra Fiber. Umbra Intensify is actually stronger than an Intensify mod. If I go ahead and rank this up, as you can see, I can't rank it up. An Intensify mod is 30%. Remember that. An Intensify mod is 30%. An Umbra Intensify mod is 44%. A Vitality mod is 100%. An Umbral Vitality mods is 100%. You see what I'm saying? So in order to get bonuses on Umbral Vitality and Umbral Fiber, I have to use another mod with it. But Umbral Intensify, you don't have to use another mod with. It's automatically better than Intensify. Not only that, but one of our other strength mods right now is Blind Rage, and Blind Rage gives you 55% ability strength. This will give you 44% ability strength with no reduction. Like, there's nothing in here that hurts me. It's just a drain, right? Whereas this, I get 55%. It's one of the bigger strength mods that we have available to us right now, but it also comes at a cost of minus 27.5% ability duration. See what I'm saying? So Umbra Intensify is actually really good. Like a really good mod as a flat mod on its own. It's just really costly. The good thing is with Excalibur Umbra, you get to go ahead and take all of those and you're good to go. All right. I don't know if there's anything else to go and cover there, is there? But you did go and get the Skya Jadi, and the Skya Jadi is a Nikana-related weapon. So it could do something. It's something to do with stealth, but I can't remember. Do I have to... Oh, here. Finishers turn the wielder invisible for 5 seconds. So this is actually one of the very first weapons that we have met that has a unique trait. We haven't really met unique trait weapons before. This, however, has a unique trait. So some weapons, as we begin to go through the game and whatnot, are going to go ahead and change the builds that you're going to do because you want to go ahead and pay attention to the trait as well. So you got all the passives, you got all of the stats, you got all of this stuff. But then you're also going to have this, then you're going to have all of that. So it's pretty cool as well to go ahead and make particular weapons stronger in different areas. So I spoke about all of the Umbral mods and how they work here. Whoops, sorry, how they work here. You understand all of the Umbral mods, yeah? Right. When it comes towards the sacrificial mods, they are damage. So in this scenario here, this is melee damage. If I go and take that one out for a moment, and I go ahead and rank this one up, this is 110% melee damage. As it stands right now, this is our strongest melee damage, besides some condition overload, which is scaling. This is stronger than my pressure point, which is only oh no, sorry, pressure point is actually stronger. Never mind. I apologize. I'm sorry, I actually thought pressure point was 90. Never mind. Pressure point actually outranks sacrificial pressure, which is, I guess, nice. But in a cohesive set together, it won't outrank it. When I go and put those two together, this will outrank that, okay? So you'll need those two to go ahead and outrank this. There is a prime pressure point, and that outranks that, but we haven't got to prime pressure point yet. Now, sacrificial steel is a true steel, but way better. And when I say way better, I mean way, way better, right? So this is currently, this is what's given to you, 120%. That's 120%. That's only half. It's only half. So if we was going to take that and rank that out, it's 220% critical. All right, 220% critical chance we can get from that. And keep in mind, it's a ×2 for heavy attacks. So it's not 220, it's 440% critical chance if you're taking it for heavy attacks. So if you're going for heavy attack builds, this mod dominates so well in heavy attack builds. It's so useful to go and take that 440% critical chance that you can go and get there as well. Barrow's the one who gives prime pressure point, or I can take it off other players. And someone says they don't understand modding. Please go refer to episode 4 or episode 5 of the new player series, and you can see how to mod. I've taught you guys how to mod and how to get into modding. It's one of the previous episodes. Anyways, so we've done the sacrifice. What is the next quest that then comes up is the Chimera Prologue. It looks like today's just quite a heavy story day. And as you can see, guys, Angels of Zariman. Oh, actually, no, sorry. It's Prelude. Oh my God. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. We got Chimera Prologue. Is that a... Where is... It's not in there. Okay, hang on. We got the Chimera Prologue. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go and jump off my Excalibur Umbra and go back to my Vault. Get off my Sky Jaddy, go back to my Broken War. Yeah, this is fine because this is a prologue. Prologues are very quick, so we're going to go and do a prologue. Oh, no, okay, so it's actually just New War Prologue. Okay, so this is going to come from the end of Sacrifice, but I'm going to throw it out there, and I want you guys to understand what I'm about to go and say. The New War, as a quest, can take you anywhere between 4 to 5 hours. And I'm not exaggerating. It's about a 4 to 5 hour quest. We've all gone through it. We've all done it. Don't worry. But yes, it will take an entire episode on its own. It is such a big quest, okay? So let's go ahead and build up to the New War by having a little look here and seeing what is happening. Let's start off with the Chimera Prologue. Oh. Here we go. Back on Lua, where our nightmares begin and end. That's just evil. And lotuses. We might be familiar with who's already doing this. We saw him a little bit more inside Chains of Harrow, so we should have an idea. It may have something to do with the man in the wall. It's all just fun and games to him. If only that could have ended it right there and then. That one shot, huh? How did they all just jump to? If they went for me, what? Why are they jumping over there?
I am not who you think I am.
But of course you are. Imprisoned, just as she was.
And there's Ballas.
Hello? No. No hope. Only suffering under her eye. But she gave me the gift of life. Why would I betray her?
You just don't want to get caught here. Why would I betray her?
This is no gift. She stole my death. My perfect death. Such is her power over me, over the devil. We saw what we wanted, those devils and I. I love her. There, but there. Nothing. So, I love her. A mother. But now, I know. She is neither. She's a hawk calling with sparrow's song. What is this? I'm just confused.
That's what I was looking for.
A viper blending into wood. And her venom spreads not into flesh, but into your heart. Those devils. What has their great awakening accomplished with the destruction of potential allies? Don't they see? Love must die, as Margulis did when I sent her to the Jade Light. And the Lotus, just some cloud in the sky, just some shape they imagined. Only the sentient is real. Only Natar. So,
Natar.
tell me, devil, do you understand what must be done? The Paracesis, the sentient slayer. Hurry, take this. The idea of it. It is the only way your war can end.
The Paracesis. Oh. Chimera Prologue. Investigate your personal quarters upon the completion of the sacrifice. We've now got the Paracesis. Well, we have the blueprint. Do we actually have the weapon? No. Okay, we have the blueprint. There it is there. Oh, it actually has 1,000 ducats. Oh my god. Oh, and I need Galatine. And 5 Eidolon shards. Ah. Ah. Interesting. Okay. Damn, that means I need... Okay, I didn't think I needed to show you guys Eidolons until like way later. But it looks like I have to show you guys Eidolons way earlier than expected. I might be able to just show you... Because I can't do... With 3 hours 23... With 3 hours 23 minutes into this, I can't do Eidolons now. I can't. Also, I need Eidolons to fall on a certain time. You can only do Eidolons at nighttime. So all of this right now is just terrible timing. So what I'm going to go ahead and do... See, there's 1,000 ducats. I'm going to need to crack open a whole bunch of relics. And I need to be MR... Oh, and I need to be MR10. Wait, am I... Oh, I'm just held right now. Oh, dearie me. Since you send offering for Ballast. Okay. So my goal is to go ahead and just rank up. My goal is... my goal's going to rank up. My goal is to try and get 1,000 ducats. I'm going to go and crack open relics, stuff like that, and so forth. Eidolons... I need to try and show you guys what Eidolons are like, so you have to bear with me. I need to figure that one out, since I didn't realize Eidolon shards were in here. Yeah, I was going to go ahead and ask, is this a necessity? I can't remember if this is a necessity. Someone's saying that you do get a loner one. Do you actually get a loner one? It's not a necessity. Okay. Okay. So I think for when we end up going through what we're about to go through, you get a loner paracesis. You don't have to build this right now, but if you do want to build it right now, you need to crack open relics and sell the parts at the ducat kiosks in relays. Galatine, you just need to go ahead and build and make sure it's here, and you need Eidolon shards. So just for the sheer sake of this, I can still hold off on Eidolons right now. I really want to show you guys Eidolons, but it's going to take a fair bit of like explaining, and I want to show everything that's going on with them. So I want a full example, but I can't do that right now. I don't have the time for this episode, and next episode I kind of want it to be New War, and I won't have the time next episode to do anything else except from New War, basically. So, if you want to go and build this and Google guides and whatever for Eidolons, be my guest. If you would like me to go ahead and explain Eidolons, please go and hold on towards the ending episodes of like this series. I will get back around to Eidolons. I'm sorry it will take so long, but I will go and get to it. All right. Just right now it's hard because I'm trying to go ahead and get through all of the quests so we can go and see more and more things. Now, next one we're going to go and see here as well is Erra. So Prelude to War, Erra. Got 3 preludes to building up this big quest. Old War. Excalibur Prime. See a new sentience here as well. We've not seen these before. Mag Prime as well. So we're seeing glimpses of the old war right now. Lots of Dax warriors we can see there. That's a Nova Prime right here.
stars could win, I'd be blind. Look at what they've made of you. You're a god. You're a queen. But somehow the bees have you as a hostage. Do you even recognize me anymore?
I recognize the enemy.
No. Sister, it's me. Erra.
So we've met her brother.
The Makers caught you. Unraveled your mind. They're using you to kill us. The Queen of the Aphids, with her eye in the void. But I don't blame you. I blame them. You believe these are your children, but I am the only family you've got left. So choose our family, our people, or these parasites. Choose, Natar. Choose.
Calling her Natar when she's
not Natar.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I am the Lotus.
So from the old war to now where the present is right now. A familiar face. Quite a lot to take in, so I'm just gonna not talk too much here.
Reformation is accelerating. Our convicts are nearly ready. Our rebirth is at hand.
And the Golden Spear? How many battalions?
Still having lapses. Listen to me. That's the past. The old war. Tell her, Maker.
Yes, there is no spear, no Nata. Erra speaks. Master Erra. He speaks true. The Oracle are gone. The bios are divided. Infighting over what remains. Only the Tenno.
The Tenno. The enemy.
Yes.
Made by you. To kill us.
Yes.
But you had something our people have never had before, Natar. You're stained by their wickedness. Use it. Use their sin against them.
They're listening.
Let them.
They know we are building.
It won't matter.
No, it won't.
So what are you waiting for? Sing for us, sister. Call them home.
Flashband. So there's quite a lot to unravel there as well, and we're not quite done.
Quest is available in your codex.
Now I've got the schedule as well, another blueprint going on here. So that's Erra. So Erra is Lotus's, Natar's, Margulis, whatever you want to go and call her. That is her brother going on there. And then they've got Ballas currently chained up. What do I need for Shelly? Oh, that is going to take so long to get, because I know where I have to get those. Oh, I'd probably never building that weapon. Right, okay. We got one last prelude, right? The Maker.
We're ready, Natar.
So quiet. So dark.
It only needs a voice, a spark.
But Mother...
Mother's gone. This is all that remains. But you have her fire. And more. You can finish what she started.
Finish the war.
Bring peace. Bring purity.
On Lua, the Lotus, I attacked you.
You remember?
You died.
You don't remember everything then. Yes, your aphids wounded me, and our forces were depleting fast. I knew I had failed. Failed you, my sister. Failed our family. I had no choice but to retreat.
No. You were destroyed. The Tenno made sure of that.
You're still recovering. With all that the Makers did to you, it will take time to heal.
He is one of them, isn't he? A Maker.
Finish the war, Natar.
Wait, what? Okay. And that's Prelude to War, which now means we're on the new war. I'm pretty happy with like how that's all going, which means episode 10 is literally the new war. Before I go into episode 10 as well, and before we kind of like wrap up episode 9, because there's gonna be so much going on with the new war, like so much. You're gonna need quite a fair few things, I believe. I don't know if they give you stuff that's like temporary, but you do normally need quite a few things. But it seems like I can kind of boot it up because I've got Railjack, and the Necramech is currently crafting 1 day 20 hours. Well, I really want to make sure that that is ready for the next one. Yeah, I might have to get a better amp. I might have to go for a 111. It doesn't matter for now. It's just better. Just the Wrap Black Prism is automatically better than the moat. That's basically all I can end up doing. So in order to prep for the new war, try and make sure you can try and do a little bit of Railjack farming. Work on getting your Necramech, okay? Get your Necramech first of all, and if you want to go and make your Necramech stronger, you want to go and do isolation vaults. You get the Necramech from doing Deimos stuff, Okay, you can get it by talking to Father. Talk to Father, rank up Deimos, you get a Necramech. Once you've got the Necramech, you then want to go ahead and do isolation vaults, okay? So do some Railjack missions. You can go ahead and just mod your Railjack a little bit more, make it just a little bit better. It would help. Try and rank up your Necramech a little bit. That would also go ahead and help. And in the meantime, try and get yourself a better amp, okay? So this is what you want to go and, like I said, Railjack, just do a couple of missions, try and make it a little bit stronger. Necramech, you get this from Deimos. So Railjack you get from the Rising Tides quest, but you would have done this anyways because you guys are here doing these quests. You wouldn't have been able to do these quests if you didn't do Rising Tides. Necramech, you want to go and rank up Deimos. You want to go and talk to Father. You want to go and build a Necramech, and then you want to go and do isolation vaults to go ahead and rank up Loid to go ahead and make your Necramech stronger. Okay. And then over here as well, sorry, 1 second. That message is wild. You should not be putting that message in there. I should have ignored that. And then the next thing you go ahead and get in here is an amp as well. So you can go ahead and just try and work on a 111 amp. I've already explained amps in one of the previous episodes as well. So please make sure that you go ahead and work on ranking up the quills, which is here as well. A 111 amp will be fine, okay? Just by all means. Even if this isn't a necessity, it's still good to give you guys a little bit of preparation. So I've just seen people lose their mind in my chat at the minute, and I'm just trying to battle against them. It's still good to go and give you guys some tasks, some objectives as we move into something called the New War, okay? Now, the last thing that I want to go and do here, though, is we did so many... Today's just been, like, quest heavy, and I guess next episode is going to be even more quest heavy because it's the biggest quest in the game as of right now, is I want to go ahead and get this set up properly. So give me a second. I want you guys to really feel the effects of what is about to go ahead and happen. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, you guys can't actually... Can you guys not hear that right now? Let me go ahead and quickly just add this in. Okay, let's try it one more time. Here you go. This is the New War trailer. And that... It's already out, don't worry. And that is where we conclude today's episode. So I want to say thank you guys for being here today and watching today's episodes. We are going into episode 10 and we'll be tackling the new war. It is phenomenal. I think that's the best trailer Warframe's ever done, period. I think it's absolutely the best trailer. So thank you guys for being here for today's episode. I hope you learned a lot. I mean, mostly it was just a lot of quests to go and keep pushing, but it's been a good one. So I will catch you guys again in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Bye-bye.